Yo, what's up, man? It's going down, man. We about to start getting into some arranging beats. That's what I'm gonna be getting into today. Just going over a few tips and tricks on how I do my thing when I arrange my beats. I'm gonna probably be arranging beats that I've already made, and I may get into arranging some new beats that I make tonight. So who knows? We just gonna have a good time on the stream. You know how we always do, man. We about to get into this. Arranging beats is coming up real soon. If you guys got any questions, anything like that, make sure you get them together. I'm gonna be answering all you guys' questions, and we just gonna have a good time, man. So get your drinks. You know how we do. Sit back, relax, and let's get this stream going, man. Let's do it. I'll see y'all in a few. Yo, what's up? We going live in just a few, man. We gonna be arranging some beats today. So if you guys want to check that out, it's going down today. I'm gonna be arranging beats that I already made, and I'm probably gonna get into arranging some new beats. We're gonna have a question and answer, have a good time. I may give a few things away on Twitch, so if you want some giveaways, make sure you're following on Twitch. That's the only time the giveaways go down, is only on Twitch. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, make sure you join the Twitch, that way you can get some giveaways. I don't know what I'll be giving away. I didn't have anything planned. I was just gonna arrange some beats, but who knows? I like to give away stuff on the spur of the moment. You know how I do. So make sure you guys tune in on the Twitch if you want some giveaways. And yeah, just stay tuned, man. We're gonna get into some tips for arranging beats, man. Let's do it.
Turn this up loud, yeah, let it bump. Bass hitting hard from the back to the front. Chunk of deuce out the sunroof for the haters. Now they can't fade us. I'm like a skyscraper. I'm sitting tall, king of the hill. I'm on the cell phone taking all major deals. I can't stop now cause the game too strong. Been in it so long, gotta get it before it's gone. So now I'm coming home and the hood coming with me. Bringing all the diamonds worth about $150. Clean as a whistle, yeah, the kid's so spiffy. Banging out your speakers so I'm knowing that you hear me.
What's going on, my people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thanks so much for that. Like the stream says, man, we're gonna be getting into arranging some beats, man. Some beats that I previously made. You know how we do. Get into kind of like a tutorial deal. I did this a few months back. And a few of you guys had asked me to do it again, and I just could never make the time to get it done. I had some other things going on with the stream. So, yeah, I figured I'd do it today, man. It's kind of a spur of the moment thing. I had a whole bunch of beats. I spent the day arranging them, but again, I have a few more that I need to arrange, and who knows, I might cook up maybe 2 or 3 more and arrange those as well. But that's what we're gonna get into, man, arranging some beats, man. So I hope you guys ready for that. Any questions you guys have, anything like that, make sure you guys let me know. You know what I'm saying? That way I can kind of answer you guys' questions. So, man, so, what's going on with you guys, man? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Man, what's going on? What's going on? Let's find out what's going on with everybody today, man. Let's send some shout outs real quick first, man. Let's do that. Let's do that. I got a few people that's tuning in on Instagram. What's up, Mac to the Beats? What's happening, baby? What's going on, dog? I ain't saw you in a minute, man. Diego Serrato, what's happening, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Who else we got? Who else we got? White Boy Godzilla, what's up, man? Appreciate you tuning in, White Boy Godzilla, man. He say time for some knowledge, man. You know how I do, man. I'm gonna try and hook you guys up with a little something, man. Shout out 2913, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for that. Who else we got, man? 215 Brian, appreciate you tuning in, dog. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Who else we got on, man? Who else we got on? What's up, my Twitch people, my YouTube people, man? How everybody doing, man? Y'all make sure y'all show some love in the chat, man, so I can see y'all, man. Make sure y'all do that. What's going on, Mr. Mike Elliott, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate that. What's going on, Studio Gangster, man? What's happening, man? Man, Mr. Studio Gangster, man, we missed you on the stream, man. We missed you on the on our last stream, man. We had the collab night, man. We thought you was gonna be in with us, man. You gotta make sure you tune in with us on that, man. By the way, you guys, before I finish up with the shout outs, we're gonna be having another nice little night on Twitch coming up soon. I'm gonna try and set it up for Saturday, this coming Saturday. I don't even know when the date of that is, but it's gonna be Saturday, man. Today is what, the 19th. So that will put Saturday, what, the 20th, the 21st. So Saturday the 21st, man. Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna try and set up probably like a little a sample flip night, man. We're gonna do the sample flip night rolled around, you know. So hopefully I can get that done for you guys, man. A sample flip night Saturday. This Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. You guys get to flip a sample. I'm gonna put a sample in the Discord. You guys get to flip it. Got 1 hour to flip it. Y'all know how we do. So y'all prepare for that, man. We might have that on Saturday night, man. It's not written in stone yet, but I'm gonna try and push for that on Saturday night. But just pay attention to my IG, you know, my social media, all that stuff like that. Y'all see it. Y'all will see it pop up. All right. So yeah, hopefully we can do that, man. Sample flip contest on this Saturday, man. This Saturday night. Who else we got, man? 803 Grizz, what's happening, baby? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Colin Mills on YouTube, thanks for tuning in, man. Nick Fiarilo, appreciate you tuning in, man. What do you say? Wish I can get my MPC 1 on controller mode. Shaking my head. Wish you can get you gotta follow instructions, man. Man, just go to Akai website, man. They wouldn't just remember, they wouldn't make this piece of machinery and then don't give you no instructions on how to hook it up, dude. Like, you just gotta go to the Akai website, follow all the instructions, man, detail by detail. They got it all there. If you have problems following the instructions, you know, read and follow the instructions, then you can always give Akai a call. They got representatives on hand that will literally walk you through the process, man. Just don't sit there like, you know, and watch everybody else do it and figure you can't, man. Everybody else doing it, so it must be something you're not doing right, man. You just got to go find out, dog. You know? But all of that help is available to you, man. You know? What's happening? Sicario Beats, appreciate you tuning in, big dog. Flying Blind, what's happening, man? About to shake and bake these pork chops for the ladies. Take it how you, I'm about to shake and bake these pork chops. Man, save me one, dog. I need a pork chop, man. I'm hungry as hell. I ain't even ate yet, dog. I ain't even ate nothing yet, man, for real. What's up, Kai Tunes? Appreciate you tuning in, man. New sub, just got my MPC 1 ready for all the knowledge. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Enjoy the MPC 1, man. For real. Appreciate that, man. What's good, Jax? Appreciate you tuning in, dog. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate that, man. Nick Fiore said, I got you. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just always remember that about this craft that we take in, man. This computer age of stuff all in the computers and electronic stuff, digital stuff that we taking in, man. Never just sit there and watch everybody else do it and figure you can't. You know, that's not a good mentality to have, man. You're just gonna kind of watch everything pass you by. You know, when people run into a roadblock with something, in their minds they just figure, oh, it's not working for me, but they watch like millions of people doing it. You know, so it got to be something you're not doing right, man. You just got to go find it out. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But yeah, man, get that done, man. Get that done. That way you can join the controller mode world, man, and you can get these beats made, man. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be getting into, man. That's what we're gonna be getting into. That's what we're gonna be getting into, man. I'm gonna be arranging a few beats, man. All these beats that I made. I've been doing that for like the last past maybe 3 hours. You know, I had a whole bunch of beats on my laptop that I transferred to this computer that I've been making, and yeah, I've been arranging those, getting them ready. You know. So before I got into my next batch, I figure, you know what, man, I got a few hours. Why not just jump on a stream with you guys, man, and just arrange these beats with you guys, man. You know. So. This is like not planned, kind of impromptu. So I didn't really have no giveaways or nothing planned. You know, I know I always have something for you guys, but this was just literally on the spur of the moment, man. I just was arranging beats, and I figured, you know what, I got a little time on my hands. I got a few more to arrange. Why not do it live online, man? So who knows, man? I might give away a few things to you guys. You know, probably like some MPC sessions. I don't really need nothing too much set up for that. You know, I might give away some MPC sessions. You know, some live sessions online with me. Some mixing sessions, maybe, you know, stuff like that, man. I may do that later on in the stream, man. But that's only on Twitch. So if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you follow my Twitch, because that's the way you enter these giveaways. It's only on Twitch, only for my Twitch people. So if you're on Instagram, make sure you follow the Twitch. If you're on YouTube, make sure you follow the Twitch. And yeah, man, we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. We got to turn that off, because I don't know that come in, dude. All right. Let's get this going. I got a few beats. In here that I want to kind of deal with. Let's see, man. Let's go to the browser. Go to my beats. Beats by date. 2021. Let's see what's up with these. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it from this way, because I'm not gonna be able to see if I got the stems already. So I'm gonna just pull it up in the folder that my beats are in. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just pull it up in the folder that my beats are in. Let's do that. What's up with everybody, man? I hope you guys doing well wherever y'all at in the world. Hope y'all doing well, man. Anybody got into making some beats today, or yesterday, or last night? You know, I made a few beats last night. I made probably about let's see, I made about 7 beats last night, 6 or 7 beats last night. I couldn't really sleep, you know, because I caught a nap during the day, and you know how when you catch that nap during the day, then when it's time for you to go to sleep, you know, you can't really get to sleep because you're wide awake. That's how I was, man. So I turn on. Normally I never turn on the TV, like you know, I got TVs in every room in the house, but I never turn on the TV. So I was like, man, I turned on the TV for a little while and watched TV for maybe about 30 minutes. And then I was just sitting there, like, and I was just bobbing my head to every little commercial that came on. Every little commercial that came on that had music on it, I was just bobbing my head. I was like, you know what, man, I'm going to make some beats. You know what I'm saying? You know that's crazy. You know that's crazy when you start bobbing your head. When you literally start bobbing your head to that's crazy when you literally start bobbing your head to the music, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was, bro. So that was crazy, man. I was just bobbing my head to the music. So I figured, you know what, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and make some beats, bro. So I opened up my laptop. That's what I did. I opened up I had my laptop at the crib, right? So I opened up my laptop, got on that, you know, plug up the MPC, plug up my MPC Studio to the laptop, put on my headphones. I start making beats. All right. Now once I did that, you know, I started making like some bangers, bro. Like, man, I made like 2 or 3 beats and it was like nice. It was real nice. And then they got me more hype. So I was like, man, hell with that. I'm going to fire up the studio. So I left the crib, went fire up the studio. Went to the studio, left the house, went to the studio, fire up the stew. And yeah, I was just in there, man. I was in there just making beats, bro. So that's how that went, man. It's like I went from a little bit just watching TV commercials, bobbing my head to the music, to just jumping on my laptop just so I can make a few I didn't plan on doing nothing big. So I jump on my laptop, jump on the little MPC Studio, started making beats, made like 2 or 3, and then that intensified. And then I was like, you know what? Forget this. I closed the laptop, shut that down. You know, head out to the studio, dog. And that's where I was, man, making beats, bro. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But that's what I wanted to do. You know? But yeah, let me get in here. Let me get in here and I'm gonna find where my beats at. MPC beats right here. Beats by date right here. Beats by date. There we go. I said I catch myself doing that. Where you from? I'm from down south, man. I'm from Louisiana, man. Back to the beat, say you try to do at least 1 a day. Yeah, man. If you know, like I urge everybody. If you're not one of them people that make like multiple beats, you know, like 5 and 6 or 10 or 20 beats a day. If you're not one of them type of people, you know, just resolve in your mind to make like 1. You know, 1 a day, bro. Like do something for your craft at least once a day. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like 20 minutes, jump in the studio, make a quick little melody, throw some drums in, and that's it. You know, but try. It's almost like. It's almost like you got to treat beat making like feeding yourself. You know, and all of us feed ourselves at least once a day, sometimes multiple times a day, 3 and 4 times a day we eat. So if you treat your beat making process like that, then you got to feed yourself at least once during the day, man. Feed your creative process at least once during the day. If you go a whole 24 hours, that's like going a whole 24 hours without eating, man. You know, to me it is, you know what I'm saying? So at least getting that once. And make something, anything, you know. It don't have to be no crazy banger, but at least 1, you know. Feed yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, you know. But yeah, let's jump into these beats right here, man. Let's see what we got going on here, man. We're gonna just pull up some beats and see what's up. What's up, KV sets? Savage, KB Savage, KB Savage. Why not just leave the U out and just put Savage, man? Oh yeah, let's arrange that. I want to arrange that for real. We want to do that one. We definitely want to get that one done. That'll be a nice little chill joint. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me load up this buzz cut real quick. Let's do that, man. So for those of you guys that don't know, I don't arrange in the MPC software. Most of you guys know I arrange in Reaper, in the Reaper DAW. That's where I arrange my beats. So I get all my stems out of the MPC software. and I arrange in another DAW. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick how I do that, just real quick. I got a video on this, but just for the sake of this stream right here, I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. So a lot of you guys know I create my whole entire beat on one sequence. I don't switch sequences. You know, this is all my tracks on this sequence right here. So I got track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, track 5, track 6, track 7, and track 8. So this beat got 8 tracks, all right? So I'm gonna label these tracks real quick. Okay, track 1 is obviously my drums. All my drums is on track 1. All right, so I'm gonna label that. Track 2, let's see what that is. That's a sample. And from the looks of track 3, that's the highest sample because it's a duplicate of track 2. So that's the higher part of the sample. So we're going to label track 1 low sample. Track 3, we're going to label higher sample. Yep, that's higher sample. All right. And then track 4 is obviously my 808. I know this by heart because my first 4 or 5 tracks never change. You know, 5 is always some piano chords or something like that, some chords. You know, let's see what 6 is. 6 is a pad. That's a pad. What's 7? That's another. That's some bells. And then track 8, I believe, is the vocal. Yep, that's the vocal. So we're gonna label that Vox. So I got all my tracks labeled now. All right. And this is just like I'm just getting into my little process just to show you guys what's up. You know how I get to the point to where I'm ready to actually start sequencing a beat, because it don't happen in the MPC software. You know, and the reason why it doesn't happen in MPC software is simply because to me, that song mode thing, that song mode way is just a little bit too old school. Like I was doing that a long time ago on the first MPCs, you know, the other MPCs. So that's a little bit too old school to say I could just drag my stems and sequence them out in the DAW real quick, you know. So I don't deal with that song mode thing, you know. But what a lot of people do in the MPC software is they will bounce all of their tracks down to audio files and then will arrange their audio in the MPC software. And that's kind of like the same thing I do in Reaper. You know, I just like more of the options I have in Reaper when I'm arranging audio files. Right now, these tracks are running on MIDI. They bounce all the MIDI tracks down to audio files. Now they arrange the audio into a full beat. You know, but the MPC software, they have cut and paste, all that stuff like that, copy, all of that stuff, you know, to copy your sequences over, you know, to make up your whole beat. But I like more of the functions that the Reaper DAW gives me, you know, to be able to do some things. You know, plus I just know it. And, you know, all of my beats end up in a DAW in my software ready to record. So that's just my workflow because of what I do for a living. So 90% of my beats will end up in my DAW ready to record an artist in my studio, or in a studio, or ready to ship out somewhere to an A&R or to an artist somewhere or something. So my beats will eventually end up in a DAW. So I just figure, why not just get right to it, load my stems in that, boom, get them in a DAW as quick as possible. But I make beats inside of the MPC software. You know, so I make beats here and then arrange them in another DAW and get them ready to do whatever I want to do with. Send them wherever, or do whatever, record over them, or do whatever I want to do with. All right, so that's what I do. You know, that's just my workflow, and it's my workflow because of my eventual goal. Now, a lot of you guys may not have the eventual goal. A lot of you guys may just make beats and don't have the eventual goal of recording somebody over your beats, or, you know, you guys may not be audio engineers, or, you know, none of that type of stuff. You know, that's what I am first and foremost, an audio engineer first and foremost. You know, making beats I am a producer, you know, I am a producer and have produced projects. But my main source of income comes from running studios, which I'm a lead audio engineer in. just to give you new guys a better background on me. You know, so lead audio engineer means that I have the option to teach. You know, like I can have interns in my studio. I can do all of that type of stuff. You know, whenever they graduate from school, I can have them in my studio to work, stuff like that. You know, all of my studios, I can have them in there to work. So, you know, I went the extra step just to do that, so I can actually do what people did to me. You know, put me in studios and have me work under people. You know, to get the training I had. So I went that extra step when it was my turn, so I can provide that help for other people. So, but music production. You know, I was just kind of good at that because I play instruments. I know music. I just was good at it. So I took what I was good at, what I like doing, and turned it into a business as well. You know, but that's just a little bit of background on me and me and what I do. But the main thing that I do, the main source of my income comes from running studios, audio engineering and running studios. But this is what I do. I just labeled all of my tracks. Okay, so let's go on and save that because I don't want to lose anything I'm doing. Okay, now after I label all my tracks, like I said, I got everything running on sequence 1. What I do is label sequence 1 up here. I label it main sequence. Main sequence, main SEQ, main sequence. Okay, now after I label that main sequence, I right click on that and I copy it to another sequence. Just a sequence 2, I copy it. And I label that EXP sequence. Again, I have a video on this on YouTube that shows this exact process, what I'm doing here. It hasn't changed over the years, hasn't changed. So I hit do it. Now I have a duplicate copy of that sequence. And the reason why I do an EXP sequence is because I have to get all of these drum sounds that are on one track. I have to get them all on their own tracks. So these drum sounds right here that are on track 1, all of these drum sounds that are on my pads, kick, clap, open hi-hat, and so forth. All of these sounds right here, I have to get on their own tracks. But right now, they're all on one track, as you can see. They're all on one track. So I make a copy of the sequence, and I call that EXP sequence. That's my explode sequence. That's where I'm going to do that. And the reason why I don't do it I don't explode my drums on the main sequence is because I always want the original beat how I finished it. I want a different sequence for the exploded stuff. So if I need to go change that in any way or do anything to it, I could just go back to the main sequence, change what I need, delete the EXP sequence, copy it all over again, and explode the drums again. You see what I'm saying? I can always go back, revert to the original project that I had because it's all on sequence 1. It's all on that main sequence. Okay, that's why I do that. That's just my workflow. Nobody has to work this way. This is just my workflow. And this is something I have, over the years of me using the MPC software and using another DAW, this is the workflow that I came up with. And the way I come up with my workflow is I'll work, and then when I run into a problem, I'll come up with a fix to that problem and add it to my workflow. And then I'll work and work and work, and when I come up with a problem, a roadblock I run into, I'll fix that. I'll find some kind of way to fix that, and I'll add that to my workflow. So over the years of me doing what I do, I've ran into different problems switching from the MPC software to another DAW. And as I ran into those problems, I fixed it some kind of way, and I figured out some way to fix it, and I added it to my workflow. So this is one of the things that I ran into problems with. I would explode from the main sequence, and then if somebody wanted something changed on a beat or done to it, I would have to go back in the MPC software, and once you explode the tracks, I'll do it here. I'll show you. I'll do it on the explode sequence though. Once I go to the MPC and hit explode, make sure you're on the drum track, hit explode. This is what the explode feature does. Let's go back to the track. See, it mutes the drum track. It mutes that. And then on my last track, which was the vocal track, after that it starts putting all of my drum sounds there on its own track. So the reason why it mutes the original drum track is because now you'll have 2 sets of the drums playing. So it mutes that track, mutes that drum track while all of them were there, and then it explodes all of your drums on their own individual tracks after your last track. So now I have my kick on one track, clap, open hi-hat, everything all on their own tracks. Okay, now if I do this from the main sequence, this right here, if I explode from the main sequence, somebody wants something changed. You know, let's say they want, you know, they want to put, you know, another drum sound in, or they want to put some more drum sounds in, or change the drums altogether. I would have to literally go track by track to change. Like I would have to, if they want the kick drum change, you know, I've done something, I would have to go to the kick drum track and change it, because now all I have is just the kick drum on that track. It's no longer on its individual tracks. Okay, I just have it up here as the muted track. So I have to literally change that here. You see what I'm saying? Change the kick drum here, and let's say they want to change out there. I got to go to this individual track. My hi-hat changed. That's how. Let's say they want the hi-hats changed some kind of way. I got to go to the individual hi-hat track right here. Change that. You know, they want something else. They want these percussion sounds switched out for something else. I got to go do that. I got to go. So I found it a problem when the drums were exploded to go to individual tracks, and it was just too much to go to individual tracks and change stuff. So I figured, okay, if I have a duplicate copy of this and keep it the same way, all I got to do is just go back to that main sequence where the beat is, and then just literally go to the pads, and now I could do whatever I want, because my drums is still on in one program on the pads right here. Still in one program. So now I could just do what I want. I could switch the drums up, drag and drop another drum sound in here, or do whatever. You know, I can tune the drums, go in program, edit, and pitch the drums any kind of way. I can still work, and then all I do, once I'm finished and everything is good, I make the changes, then all I do is just do another sequence and explode that. Now I got them drum sound, I got the changes on another sequence. So that just made it easier for me to go back and forth to fix stuff, just in case, to fix stuff. Very rarely does that happen, but it does happen. Where people want to fix this or change this or do that, it does happen. Where they want to do stuff in beats, you know, or add instruments or anything like that, or, you know, add vocals, add some stuff that they want to put in if I'm collabing with somebody, all that stuff. So this workflow allows me to go back and forth and always have my original project on a main sequence, which is that sequence 1, where I make the whole entire beat. Anything else is done on other sequences, but that main sequence stays the same for any change. I can always go back to it, make any changes, put anything in, take anything out, and that's where the beat stays. You know, and it's always good. It serves as a backup copy of your beat too. It serves as a backup copy of your beat as well. It's always good to have an original copy of your beat. That main sequence is original copy of my whole entire beat, all of the stems. See what I'm saying? So that's why I work in this fashion. There's just a little bit of knowledge on why I work in this fashion right here. What's up, Plizzy, man? Appreciate you tuning in, dog. Appreciate you tuning in. Flying Blind said, I'm in standalone. What's the point of bouncing down audio files and arranging versus just arranging in MIDI? Like I said, for me, if you're asking for me, like I said, my beats will not stay in the MPC. They will end up in a DAW for me to record artists. I don't record artists in the MPC. You know, I don't. The MPC has not evolved fully enough for me to run a whole entire studio off of it. You know, I would like to run a studio off of a DAW, not a full DAW, not a music production software that has DAW capabilities. You know, that's what the MPC software is. It's a music production software. MPC, Music Production Center, is a music production software that has a few DAW capabilities, but it is missing full DAW capabilities. It's missing that. So the MPC software has not evolved enough for me to run an entire studio from just this software. It has not done that yet. You know, hopefully they do, but until then, you know, my studios are powered by software. So that's why my tracks come out. I bounce my sequences down to audio, bounce my MIDI down to audio, and they go inside a DAW ready to go. Okay. So where was I? Main sequence, the main sequence, I duplicate the main sequence to an EXP sequence, explode my drums on that sequence. Okay, so we've already done that. We've done that. If we go to the explode sequence, here are our drum tracks. It has muted our original drum track up here. It muted that, and it put our drum sounds down here. Now we're ready to bounce the audio out, now that we have every drum sound on its own track. So what I do is I save that way I don't lose this. Okay, and then I hit Control Shift E. That's gonna pull up the audio mix down screen, ready to export the audio. I leave an audio tail of 1 because I want to catch any reverbs or delays or anything at the ending of the bar. I don't want it to just loop back around to the first, chop that off and loop back around to the beginning of the bar. I'd rather have that stuff and don't need it than need it and don't have it. So I always leave an audio tail to catch all of that resonance, all of that space that may happen at the end of a bar. Okay, so leave the audio tail 1 to 8 bars, 8-bar loop. Put it on explode tracks. Most of you guys know this already, or can figure it out if you can. This is just very self-explanatory. You know, explode tracks. And if you hover over it, it's gonna give you, the MPC will give you what it's gonna do. So if you hover over explode tracks, it says render a separate audio file for each track. That's exactly what we want. I want to render a separate audio file for each one of these tracks. Okay, so check that. 24-bit 48K. For those of you guys that don't know how to set this determines on what your audio interface is set to. My audio interface is set to 24K for 24-bit 48K. It's set to that. So if my sound is being created that way, then I need to bounce my sound out that way so it doesn't lose any quality. You know, and for those of you guys that don't know, even if you make the audio in 24K and 24-bit 48K, and then you bounce it out in 16-bit 44.1, then the quality is slight. It's very, very slight. You know, it would take a very low end sound or a very, very high end sound for you to notice the difference, for you to absolutely notice the difference. But the audio quality it's very, very slight, but it is there. You will lose a bit of audio quality. You know, so just make sure that whatever you set your audio interface to, when you hook up your audio interface to your computer, go into your computer's settings and pull up your audio device, which is your audio interface, and then your audio interface should have on your computer a few settings that you can pick. Whatever you have it set to, and whatever it's going to stay set to, that's how you want to bounce out your beats. So my audio interface, which is here on my desk, if y'all can see it, my audio interface, which is right here, my audio interface is set to, this audio interface is set to 24-bit 48K. I have another one that's underneath my desk here that y'all can't see. That audio interface here is set to 16-bit 44.1. Okay, and the reason why I set it to that is because sometimes I track vocals out of this audio interface. I'll track vocals. I have 2 microphones that set up off camera here, so I'll track vocals sometimes, you know, just ideas, and I want that recorded in 16-bit 44.1. I want that recorded in that when I track vocals. Or if I do voiceover, if I record people for voiceovers and stuff like that, usually that's in 16-bit 44.1. Okay, so I have those 2 interfaces that's set up. So, but my beats always come out of this audio interface that's on my desk, and that's 24-bit 48K. That's what it's set up to. Okay, so 24-bit 48 hertz. Got everything set up. You choose your file format, which I won't wave, and then I'm going to export. Okay, now it's going to ask me, once I do that, it's going to ask me where I want to export it to. And the first place it's going to take me is inside of the project where the beat is saved. Okay, that's this file, that's this folder right here where we pulled the beat from. That's the same folder. The MPC software is just browsing what's on my computer and asking me where I want to save it. So that's this folder. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do this to make sure everything is there. First thing I do is I don't save the beat just yet. I make a new folder and I call it, wait, hold on. Before I do that, I take this beat title right here. Whatever I titled the beat and saved it as, I take that beat title and I highlight it. Make sure you guys can see this. I take that beat title and I highlight it right here. Whatever the beat title is, I highlight it. Okay? And then I copy it. Just holding it on my clipboard because I'm going to need to paste it. Okay, so I hit new folder, and then first thing I put is stems. Space, and excuse me, and then I paste the title right there. Okay, and then I hit do it. So what that did is, essentially what that did is, I'm going to show you where it's in the folder. On my computer, it made this folder inside of my project. Made a stems folder. So this is where my stems are going to go. So now inside of my project folder, I have the MPC file, the MPC project data file, and I'm going to have the stems. So I save my beats in that manner to where I have every single thing inside of one folder. All of these folders are inside of one folder. Okay. So let's do that. Now we're inside of that folder. Now we're going to save the stem. So we hit save. It's going to export everything out. Okay, once it exports everything out, it's going to go through the exporting process. This beat is kind of big, so it might be kind of slow. It's going to go through its exporting process. And the reason why this is taking so long is because I'm explaining it to you guys. I'm just explaining it to you guys now. So it's going to take kind of long, but this process usually takes, I mean, just getting out of here takes me no more than 30 seconds to do. Whenever I'm making a beat, I do it so fast when you guys see me making beats, I do it so fast that you probably can't even notice that I'm doing it whenever I finish making a beat. Okay, we're rounding our last few tracks. And there we go. We are done. So let's pull up our folder and see what it did inside of our stems folder. We click on our stems folder. There are all our tracks that it just did. It just put them all in. Just exported all of our files. So now you guys can understand what happens. When I save my beat, I make a folder. I don't just save the beat on my computer. I make a folder first before I save the beat. When I make that folder, I title the folder the date, the name of the beat, the key of it, and the tempo. So the date first, the name of the beat, the key of it, and the tempo. So inside of a folder, this is all my beats. All of the beats that I've made. So, and they're all by dates, all in different folders. So whenever I finish making a beat, most people, they just save the beat. When I finish making a beat, when I hit Control S, or I go up top to the top and go to save right here, I go to save, file, save, and it pulls up that screen. I make a new folder first. I don't just hit save. I make a new folder, make a date, and I put that. So I'll end up with a bunch of folders with beats in them. And the reason why I do that is because I want my folders labeled by dates so they can be all in order. See, this is all 5/2. This is all from May, all from June, July, August, all of these dates. And if I go backwards, that folder is inside a folder called 2021. So eventually I will end up with a folder with years, 2020, 2021, 2022. When I accumulate 3 years of beats, then those beats are now saved on an external hard drive. Every 2 months, I take the beats that I've made for those 2 months and I upload them to a cloud, a cloud storage. That way I always have them wherever I go. Every 2 months, just in case computer crashes, anything happens to my computer, my beats are stored on a cloud. Okay, just like this. And then every year, I take those beats off of my computer and put them on an external hard drive, and that external hard drive is put up on a shelf. So now I have beats by dates. I have beats by years on those hard drives, dating back to, 2010. I got beats on those hard drives saved. So every year I will end up with a folder on my computer like this. This is the 2021 folder. This is all the dates inside of all of the folders that I've created with beats. So every beat will have the MPC project data, the MPC file, and the project data file. Open up the next one, MPC file, project data file. Open up the next folder, MPC file, project data file. So I have a 2000. So this is the chronological order that it goes in. On my hard drive on this computer, I have a 2021 folder with 2021 dates, different months. And inside of those months, I have the beat, the date of the beat that I made it. Okay, so that's how that works. And again, I've developed this type of workflow from years of making beats. Again, when I run into a problem, I come up with a fix and I add it to my workflow. Fixing things in the way I save beats has led me to this workflow, the different problems that I had. You know, not being able to find my beats, not knowing where I put them, not remembering the names. I can't remember when I made the beat. All of that stuff I ran into problems with over the years, and so I fixed it. Now I know when I made it, what day I made it on, what year I made it in, what all of it, everything I have at my disposal. And it's saved in 2 different places. It's saved in one place that I can always get to it from the cloud. I can get to it from anywhere, whether on my laptop, I'm out of the country, whatever. I can always grab it out of the cloud. And it's saved on an external hard drive for just my own personal use, just in case I need to go back to the beat or revisit it or do something. It's saved on an external hard drive. So I've developed all of those different methods from those problems that I ran into. I remember one time my computer crashed. I had the beats on a hard drive, but the hard drive wasn't with me, and my laptop crashed. You know, literal hard drive meltdown right there. And I'm nowhere close to my studio, way out of the country, nowhere close to my studio. And I had the beats saved. I had them all saved. I had them all backed up. So I wasn't worried, but it just wasn't with me. The hard drive wasn't with me. You know, so I added the cloud to my workflow. That's going to take care of something happening like that. And I don't have access to my beats. Now I can always go grab it from the cloud now. So I add those little things to my workflow. That way it fixes the problems that I run into. Every time I run it, and I encourage you guys to do that, to craft your workflow. Every time you run into some type of problem, come up with a fix to it or a workaround or something and add that to your workflow. If you have a problem, you know, the way you're saving your beats, come up with a fix to that, save it in a certain manner, add that to your workflow now. If you have a certain problem finding your beats whenever you make them, finding them on your computer, add that to your workflow. Even samples that you load on your stuff. If you have problems finding your drum sounds, or take some time out, turn off the MPC, put the beat making aside for 24 hours, and just take the time to organize your computer. Take all of your kicks, put them somewhere. Take all of your snares, put them somewhere. Take all of your, put them all in a folder. Label that folder drum sample. That way, when you go browsing for your sounds inside of your MPC software, you're going to one place. You got everything in folders ready to go. Just take the time to organize that. That's good. You add that to your workflow. Every time you download a new kit, a new sample pack, put it in a place that it goes. You know, put it in whatever file it goes in. That way you can your workflow goes a bit better. You know, and that's what I do. Every time I run into a problem, I fix it, I come up with a fix to it, and then I add it to my workflow. And eventually you will come out with a rock solid workflow. You know, every single thing you are prepared for. You know, if my computer crashes, I can get my beats from the cloud. You know, if something happens with the beat and it gets corrupted some kind of way, I got it on a backup hard drive. You see what I'm saying? If I want to take a bunch of beats with me in a hurry, I don't have to go looking around my computer. I can literally go right here inside of this folder that y'all looking at, and I can literally highlight all of these beats right here. You know, I can go ahead on and highlight all of these beats, drag them to a little SD card or a little flash drive, and I'm out the door. And I don't have to worry about finding the stems for the beats, finding all of that, because like I just showed y'all, everything is inside of this folder. The MPC project file, the MPC project data file, the stems folder will be in there. Everything will be inside of that folder. So I can literally grab 10 of these and be out the door. You know, and go mix them somewhere else, or if I want to mix them on a go, on a plane or something like that, I can do that just by grabbing all of these folders and go. So that this type of workflow has afforded me to be able to do all of that, to conquer all of the issues that I was running into. Okay, so that's just a little bit on the workflow. Okay, so now we know what a beat is. We know where it is. It was Worthy. Oh Lord, I forgot which one I was on. Let's just backtrack. Oh no, backtrack. Worthy, there we go. Okay, so inside of the Worthy folder, I just created my stems file, got all my stems ready to go. The MPC software will bounce down your audio track, which I have no audio. You know, that's just the default audio track that it gives me. So I don't need that. And I don't need that drum program that it muted before it exploded my drums. The drum program up here that it muted, it will give you that as well. And you don't need that because it's muted. Okay, so now my sounds start here. The reason why I really don't delete these two tracks is because it's kind of like a reminder to me. If let's say I don't know if I mixed this beat. I don't know if I made this, if I arranged this beat and I mixed it. It's been so long, I don't even know if I did it. If I go inside of this file and I see this stems folder, I know, okay, I bounced the files out because I'm not going to make this until I'm ready to bounce the files out of the MPC software. So I know that when I go inside of it, if I see just these two tracks right here, all of these other tracks will be gone when I drag them into Reaper. They'll be gone. But if I see these two tracks, I know, okay, I've done something with the beat. So I kind of leave these two tracks in here like a marker, just so it jogs my memory that, yep, something was done with this beat. You know, like I could come back to this beat 6 months from now. I literally made 100 beats since then. Come back to this beat and not know what I did with it all. Or did I mix it? Did I put it in Reaper? Did I do something? I can always go in this folder, and if I see those two tracks just hanging in there, I know, okay, yeah, I put it in Reaper and I mixed it already. I made the beat already, because those two tracks would not be there if I didn't do it. Okay, so all I do is just take these, leave those other two, and highlight all of the tracks after that. And now we're ready to go to Reaper. Okay, so let's open up Reaper and pull them inside. Hit new project in Reaper. I want to create a new project. And how I title the beat. I told you guys how I title the beat. I title it with the date, the name of the beat, the key of the beat, and the tempo of the beat. The reason why I do that is because those are the main things that you will need if you've got to send beats to anywhere else, to anybody to collab or anything to do. So I put all of that in the title. That way I don't have to go skimming through the files and see what I did. Like right now, I have to change the Reaper software to the BPM of the MPC software. I don't have to look around for that. It's right there in the title. So I know the BPM is 176. So I'm going to go down here in Reaper and I'm going to change the BPM to 176. Okay, now I know I'm good. I know everything's going to line up when I drag the files in. So let's do that. Let's drag all these files in. Boom. Reaper is going to ask me if I want to separate tracks or single tracks. Obviously, I want to separate tracks. There we go. There are all my files there. Ready to go. Okay. Now, before I get started, I save it in Reaper now. Control S. That's going to pull up the Reaper save. I have a place. I have the same thing in Reaper. I have a file. I have a place that's made on my computer for full beats. That file is called full beats or beat projects. That's full beat projects after they come out of Reaper and they're done. That's full beat projects. So that's the folder that we're in now. So I'm going to backtrack. This is all of the beats that are done. All of them that are actually mixed, arranged, mixed, done. All of them. Okay. And then I'm going to show you something that I do that a lot of people have started doing once they saw me doing it in studios. In your computer, you can change the icon. See how all of these icons next to these folders are files? They're file icons. If you right click, you can go into the properties of the folder and you can change that icon to something else. You can customize and change the icon to something else. So once I've mixed the beat, and I have different icons for different things. Like if the beat has been mixed, then I'll put a CD next to it. You know, the little CD icon, the little disc icon. I'll put that next to it. I'll change it from the folder icon to the little disc icon. That means the beat is mixed. If the beat is going somewhere, I'll put a green check mark next to it. If the beat has been sold, if I have any deal going on with the beat, meaning money is involved, some type of money has been hashed out, then I'll put a gold star next to it. You see what I'm saying? So I change those icons so I know, and when I look at the beats, the files of the beats, I know, okay, money is right here. You know, these beats have been arranged but not mixed. All of these beats are mixed, ready to go. I can load them on a beat store or wherever, or take them out ready to get them ready to do something. So I advise you guys to take advantage of that. This is on Mac and on Windows. You can change the icon of your folder to represent something else. It doesn't always have to be a folder, and that will identify what you have done with your beat. You can start giving it some type of visual aid as to what you have done with your beat. Okay, so that's what I usually do. That's just a small tip. Broker Shampoo said I'll start using dates now. Yeah, man, good dates are really good, man. Dates are. I encourage anybody to use dates on their beats, man. Don't just save your beat somewhere. Make a folder first before you save your beat, and label that folder everything about your beat, the date, the key of it, the tempo, all of that, and then save the beat inside of that. That way you'll end up with a bunch of folders with your beats inside of them, and you can label the folders whatever you want. You can even press the little arrow at the top, and it'll excuse me, it'll change the order of your folders. Like if you want them in alphabetical order, if you want them from the most recent to the least recent, you can hit that little arrow up there, and it'll switch. Y'all know how computer does that. It'll switch the, it'll put everything in order however you want. You can even do that to them. So if you want to see the recent beats, you can remember that the first thing is going to be the date. So it's going to put them in order by date. So if you want to see the most recent, you hit that little arrow, and it's going to put the most recent one at the top, and the least recent one is going to be all the way at the bottom. If you hit the arrow again, it's going to switch it. It's going to put the most recent one at the bottom, the least recent one at the top. So it's almost like you can see your beats in different ways simply because you put a date at the beginning of the file. You can see your beats line up in different ways. So it's all type of advantages to putting your beats in folder, putting each individual beat in a folder. All type of advantages. Okay, so now I'm inside of my Reaper folder. We need to save this beat that we're gonna do. Remember, I have the file name copied from the MPC software just on my clipboard. When I saved it in the MPC software, I highlighted the beat title, and then I copied it. I right-clicked on it and hit copy just so I can hold it. It's still there, so I don't even have to worry about typing it in. I can put the same name. So all I do is just go to the file name, right-click, and hit paste. There's the beat name that we copied from the MPC. There it is, same beat name. Okay, everything is set. When I hit save, there it is, it's gone. Okay, so let's see where it is. We go inside of it, there it is. There it is at the top, the worthy beat. Inside of it, we are now building the Reaper file. The Reaper file is right here, and all of the audio has now been moved to this folder right here. All of the audio. Okay. And this is how you can tell it's been moved. If we go here to the MPC file, see, if we go to the MPC file, the place where we save the MPC project, let's go there. The stems, see, they're gone. All of them are gone. We just have that audio track. You remember I told y'all when if I look inside that stems folder and I see this audio, just this audio track and just this drum track, then I know, okay, these files have been dragged inside of Reaper. So now all of my files are gone now. They're now inside of the Reaper project file. So when I go back to this MPC project folder and I look at it, 6 months from now, I go back to this folder and I look at it, I'm gonna see these two files in here, and I'm gonna know, okay, yep, that means that because I see the stems folder, that means I had my stems out of the MPC software, and because I see these two files in there, my stems have been in the Reaper, is it somewhere in the Reaper software, and it is done. So I can now go to the Reaper folder and look for this beat, and I have the beat title right in front of me. I can just go look for it, 71921, the beat is called Worthy. I can go look for it inside of that Reaper folder, and there's my project. So I can literally trace my beats anywhere on my computer because of this workflow. Okay, so we're good to go. My peak files, we're good to go. All right. Because you say he ends up with different folders in different places sometimes. Yeah, man. We all do. Trust me, dog. Trust me, dog. All of us got, all of us at one point in time then went to our computer and wondered, what the hell did we save that last beat? Where's that sample pack we downloaded yesterday? Where is it? We searching around for that MPC project we made like a week ago. We searching around on a computer. All of us have went through that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you take this in, and by all means, wherever you're watching this video from, make sure you rewind it again. If you're watching it on Twitch, it'll be on Twitch for a while. You know, it'll be on YouTube as well. So watch this video again and check out this process. You know, get it down. That way you don't run into none of the problems no more. Anytime you download a sample pack, you're going to know where it is. Anytime you download drums, you're going to know where they are. Anytime you download, you know, loops, you're going to know where they are. Anytime you make beats, you're going to know where they are. Anytime you do new projects, you're going to know the date you did it, the key of it, the name, the title of it. You know, you're going to know everything. The BPM of it, you're going to know all of that. You know, you're going to know if you mixed it or not. If you didn't mix it, you're going to know if you sent it out somewhere. You're going to know if you got money off of it, if there's some kind of deal going on with it that you still got to hash out. If something is in the air with it and there's money on the table, you're going to know all of that just by looking at the file. I can tell just by looking at my file. I'm going to put it to you this way. Just by looking at the file name on my computer, just by looking at it, I can tell about 10 different things with the beat. I haven't even opened it yet. Just from looking at the file name on my computer, I can tell about 8 to 10 different things with that beat. And I haven't even opened a file yet. Just from looking at it. That's how well it's labeled. I can tell the date I made it, the key of it, the tempo, if there's money on the table, if I mixed it, if it's arranged, if it's not arranged. I can tell, I can literally tell 8 different things just from looking at the file name on my computer. And don't even have to open the beat. Now it's time to start getting this beat ready to mix, which is probably what ready to arrange, which is what you guys came for. Okay. I will definitely get out another mixing tutorial. We're gonna do another mixing date like this, you know, where I do a mixing one like this, pull up a beat, mix it from start to finish, all that good stuff like that. I'm gonna get one of those out to you guys as well. I did one a long time ago. That one, I was unaware that Twitch keeps your videos for only a certain amount of time. So that mixing video was only done on Twitch. You know, it wasn't done on YouTube. It was only done on Twitch. So that video has long been deleted from Twitch. But I did a actual mixing video from start to finish. How I mix a beat, how I get it to sound the way it sounds, all that good stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna get another one like that for you guys real soon. I'm gonna do it just like this, live on screen, live, and let you guys ask questions, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna do it on YouTube as well. That way it stays up there. You know, so. Just be prepared for that. But right now we're just gonna arrange it. We're not gonna mix it. We're just gonna arrange it, get it ready, you know, just hash out the different parts of the beat that we want. Okay, the first thing I do when I drag my stems in is I get rid of that audio tail. You remember that audio tail that we left in the MPC software when we exported the stems? We left an audio tail of 1. I'm gonna highlight all of my tracks and I'm gonna get rid of that audio tail right here. Boom. Now I'll show you the reason why I left the audio tail, just in case you guys don't know. Let's pull up this first sound right here. I'm gonna widen it out so you guys can see it. Okay, this file up here. Right now it's in an 8-bar loop. If it gets to the end of the bar, it's gonna go right back to the beginning. Okay? It loops right back. It loops right back. This audio tail, if I didn't leave that in the MPC software when I exported the file, look at what it would have cut off. See, there's still some of the sound left. See what I'm saying? All of this sound right here, all of this sound right here, it would have cut off. So that's probably some echoes, some reverb, something like that this sound has on it that I want to catch. And like I said, I'm still going to make the bar in an 8-bar loop. Like I'm still going to make the beat in an 8-bar loop like this. But I would rather have this and not use it than need it and I don't have it. I would rather have it and not need it than need it and don't have it. What if I wanted to end the beat on this sound right here? I can drag it out and let it just end on that sound right there. And it's just going to fade out on its own. It's going to sound real natural and fade out on its own. You see what I'm saying? So if I cut it off though, if I didn't leave that audio tail in the MPC software, this would cut and go right back to the beginning, a loop. Now I wouldn't have it anymore. So that's one of them things that you just got to learn the hard way. That's what I learned. Just leave the audio tail. For drum loops, you probably don't need it. Like for these drums I got, for the drums that I exported down here, they don't have any reverb, anything like that on them. So for drum loops, you probably can do that just in 8-bar loops. You don't have to leave an audio tail. You can if you want. I export all my tracks at the same time, so if I leave an audio tail on one, it's going to leave it on all of them. But it's easy for me. I just highlight everything and drag it back to an 8-bar loop. That way I can arrange the beat in 8 bars. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's the reason why this audio tail is so important. You can see the sound that it would have cut off. All of this sound. Even I think the 808 has some lingering sound. Look at that. Look, the 808 has some. This is the 808 down here. See what I'm saying? Wait, not this one, not this one, this one. The red track, see? This is my 808 right here. This is my 808 right here. This is the 8-bar loop right here. This is the 8-bar loop. See, it would have cut off. It would have cut off my 808. Now when the beat is looping, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the next bar is gonna come in, so it doesn't matter. But just in case I wanted to end on an 808, I have my whole entire 808 sound in the beat, or do something with the 808. I got the whole entire 808 sound right here. I don't have a half of one. So that's the good thing about it. I just want to explain what that audio tail does and why it's so important to have it. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got everything down to an 8-bar loop. Everything is an 8-bar loop now, and we're ready to start arranging. Okay, first thing I do is I'm gonna need to put my tracks in buses. I need to put our folders. Buses are folders. I need to put my instruments in one folder, or instrument bus, and I need to put my drums in one folder, or a drum bus. So really simple. You go down here, double click to make new tracks in Reaper. I'm gonna make 2 new tracks. I'm gonna call one drums, and then I'm gonna call the other one instruments. Okay, I'm gonna drag the instrument all the way up to the instrument all the way up to the top. First track all the way up to the top. Okay, now after I do that, I'm going to color code it. Go down and make the instruments a blue, and then I'm gonna go down here and make the drum one a red. Instruments are always blue, drum bus is always red. That's how I work. Now I know my instrument folder, there it is in blue. My drum folder, there it is in red. Whenever I'm mixing the track, whenever it's time for me to mix the track. Now I need to take all of these different tracks and put them inside of these folders. Reaper makes that really easy. All you gotta do is just hit the little folder icon, and it's gonna dock whatever is underneath that. Okay. What I mean by that is you can't really see it. It's so small, but it's right here underneath the title of the track. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the instrument bus, the instrument folder that I just created. I'm gonna hit that icon, and it's gonna dock. It's gonna indent all of the tracks. Now what that did is it just put every single track underneath this instrument track inside of here. I don't want every track inside of there. I just want the instrument tracks. Okay, so let's undo that. So in order to do that, we need to know what the instrument tracks are to put there. So let's label our files. Let's do it. We don't want this big long name that the MPC gave us. We just want the regular title name. So the good thing about Reaper is if you hover over the track, you're gonna be able to see the whole entire name. So all I do is just hover over the track, and I can read what it is, what it's supposed to be. So this one is the low sample. Double click on it. Gonna label that one low sample. Tab just moves you right to the next track, ready to type. Hover over that one. This one is the high sample. Tab moves you right next to the next track, ready to type. 808. Tab to the next track, ready to type. Piano chords. Tab to the next track, ready to type. Pad. Tab to the next track, ready to type. Bells. See, I can label my tracks really quickly. Tab to the next track, ready to type. That's the vocal. This is the kick. I know how my drum sounds are in the MPC. My drum, when I lay my drums down when I drag my drum sounds to the pads, my first 4 pads are always the same: kick, clap, open hi-hat, snare. Hi-hat. So that's what I'm gonna label these here. Kick, I don't even have to look at it. The next one is clap. The next one is open hat. And the last one is my hats. And I know I did it right because my hats, it will fall on this track. If I do it right, yeah, I can look at this and know this is my hi-hat track right here. So when I get to this part right here and I label kick, clap, hi-hat, I just make sure when I get to the hats, this is the file that it lands on. Because your hi-hats will always look like this. They will pretty much hit on every beat, or the file will look something like this. So it's like I'm double checking that I did it right without even looking at it. Okay? And then we just continue on with the next tracks, labeling them all. The next tracks, some of them I have to listen to because I change sounds up. The first 4 pads on my MPC stay the same, but the other pads will be different. So I'm gonna just solo them and listen to them. That way I can label them. Okay, that's the shaker. That's a shaker hat. Okay, solo this one. Okay, that's another hat. We're gonna call that hat 2. Okay, what is this? That's probably a percussion. It's a percussion sound. That's a perk sound, so we're gonna call that perk 1. And all I'm doing is just soloing them. I'm just soloing the sounds and listening to it. This is a perk 2. No, this is a rim shot. That's a rim shot. What is this? That's another shaker sound. We're gonna call that shaker 2. And then this is a crash. The last sound is always my crash. All right, so now all of my tracks are labeled, just that quick. Everything is labeled. Really quickly, just with tabbing, using the tab key to go down. You know, I love that. It literally, when you double click on one, when you finish typing, you just tab, and it brings you to the next one ready to type. Tab, ready to the next one, ready to type. Right to the next one, ready to type. Right to the next one, ready to type. Like, I love that tab feature, man. Love that. I don't know if other DAWs have that, but that's awesome. You know, you can literally just tab through your tracks and just type. Okay, now we got our tracks labeled. We need to, like I said before, we need to get our instruments inside of this instrument folder. So now we know what our instruments are. So now let's position them. My 808, that's part of the drum, so I'm gonna bring it down over my kick drum right here. And that should be the rest of that should be all my instruments right here. All of them here, all in a row. So now I can hit that folder. It's gonna dock everything. It's gonna put everything inside of the instrument folder. And then the way you get everything out is you go down to your last sound that you want inside of the folder, the last sound, and you hit it again. And it's gonna take everything else out and leave all of the rest in. So now all of my tracks, all of these tracks are now inside of this instrument folder. They're all inside. Okay, and then I can color code those if I want. Let's do that real quick. I'm gonna do my sample. My sample track's green, both of them green. Okay, I'm gonna do my piano like a light blue color. I'm gonna do my pad and my bells. Those are gonna be like a pinkish color, and then my vocal is gonna be purple. Okay, there I go. Now it's time to do my drums. I need to put my drums in a folder now. Okay, so I have my drum folder all the way down here that I created. We're gonna drag that up to the top of the first drum sound, same way we did the instruments. The top of the first drum sound, which is my 808 now. Before it was my kick. My kick was the first drum sound, but I moved my 808 out of the instruments on top of the kick. So that makes my 808 my first drum sound now. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. Hit this little folder icon on the drums, on the drum bus. It's going to indent everything. It's going to put everything underneath that, which that's the rest of my drum sounds. So what I do now, I'm going to show you this. In Reaper, what I do now is, once I get to my drums, it put all of my drums, all the rest of my tracks, which are all of my drums, inside of this drum folder. I don't leave it that way. Because if I have to create more tracks, it's gonna put any new tracks I create, they're gonna be inside of that drum folder. See, if I double click and make new tracks, they're all going inside of that drum folder. So what you have to do, once you do your last sound, once you put everything inside of your drum folder, you have to go down to your last sound, your last drum sound that's inside of the folder, and click that icon again twice. When you click it again twice, now it locks it to where anything else you put at the bottom of it are going to be outside of that folder. If I double click now, see all of the tracks now are outside of the folder. kind of locks your drum folder now. So nothing else you make goes inside of there unless you drag it there. Okay. Now my drum folder is ready. I got my drum folder, got my instrument folder, all ready to go. I'm gonna enlarge them so y'all can see them, so y'all can see what's going on. First, let's color code these drums too, like we did the instrument. Let's color code those. I'm gonna do the 808. I'm gonna do that like a light red. Kick and clap are gonna be green. All of my hats, I'm gonna move them in the same place. I'm gonna move this one up under the other hat. Do I have any more hats? Nope. Okay, so all of my hats, which is open hi-hat and 2 more other hi-hats, I'm gonna do those. Those are always yellow. Okay, I got 2 shaker sounds. I'm gonna move those together. That way they're both together. And I'm gonna do my shakers. I'm gonna do the shakers in orange color. And then I'm gonna do my percussion and rim shots like a dark orange. And then my crash, I always do like an off color, like purple or something, you know, just some kind of crazy color. All right, those are my tracks labeled, ready to go. And if you notice, all of my projects look like this. Whenever y'all see me mixing beats or whenever y'all see me online arranging beats, all of my projects end up like this, looking like this, all of them. I don't change the colors. You know, I keep the colors the same. You know, my kick and clap is always green. All of my hi-hats are always yellow. You know, any shakers or percussion sounds are going to be some type of orange. You know, I know all of that because when it's time for me to mix, I mix by sight. I no longer have to read the names anymore. You know, I've been used to doing it that long that now I can mix by sight. If I want to mix hi-hats, I know go to yellow. If I want to mix my 808, I know go to that light red. If I want to mix my whole drum bus, I know go to that dark red track. If I want to mix all of my instruments at the same time, go to the blue track. All of them are the same. Or, you know, I can mix by sight now instead of by reading. Okay, so now we have everything ready to go. Let's hit Control S to save that. We don't want that. We don't want to have to do that again. Okay, so now we're ready to just start kind of arranging the track, man. You know, and kind of start arranging it and getting an idea of how we want to build it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do this. I just highlight everything and then I hit Control D and duplicate it a few times. That way I have enough to work with. Okay, now what I usually do is I take the second one right here and I move it out of the way. I move it out of the way. Way over here. So just move it way over here somewhere. Okay, so now we're going to use this first one to build off of, this first one. And we're going to have these next ones right here to do whatever we want to do with. Okay. So let's use this first one. We need to make an intro. So I'm going to highlight everything and I'm going to mute everything. I don't delete tracks. Like I know like people that arrange in FL Studio and Logic and all of these things, you see little gaps in places that nothing plays. I can do that as well, but I don't like to delete. What I did is I put I did a shortcut key on my keyboard right here on my keyboard, and it's the A key. The A key mutes different pieces of the track. Okay, so if I want to mute this, see the little M icon pops up at the top, and it darkens it. So if I mute this track, see how it's light right now. If I hit A, it's gonna mute it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I just go mute the different parts of the beat that I don't want to play, and I have it as a key on my keyboard as the A key. But it helps me to do this really fast because all I'm doing is just going picking tracks and hitting A. And either muting them or unmuting them. Okay, so with that being said, let's mute them all. We're gonna highlight them all and mute them all, and then we're gonna unmute what we want to play. So in the intro, I'm gonna want probably the sample to play and both of the high and low sample. Probably the low sample. Let's let the low sample play first. All right, then I'm going to duplicate this whole thing over again. I think we just got a new follower. Shout out to who is that? Who is that? That's that is who is that? Bravado 22, thanks for tuning. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for joining the Twitch fam, man. Y'all make sure to send Bravado 22 some love. KB Savoy Savage, please make sure y'all send some love there too as well. That's a new follower on Twitch. Welcome them to the Twitch fam. You know my people are. All of you guys, if you do want to get in on any giveaways that happen, and that must be on Twitch. You must be on Twitch for the giveaways that I have, and I do give away a lot of stuff. You can ask my Twitch fam. But yeah, for the new guys that are tuning in, all I'm doing is just explaining my process on how I set up a project when I'm ready to start arranging a beat. Okay, we've already set up the whole entire project. So for those of you guys that missed that, just kind of rewind the video, you know, once it's done, and you can go back and check this out. But now we're actually arranging the beat now. Okay, so we have the intro right here. Okay, what did I do? Okay, let's duplicate this over again. Okay, same thing, and then we're gonna unmute the high sample as well. Yeah, so now we have both of them playing. And then we need something else. We need something else to come in. Maybe the 808. One of the things that I like to do with my tracks is always remember, whenever you drag your tracks out of the MPC software, if you're mixing in a DAW like I do, if you're arranging a beat in another DAW, these are stems now. So you can manipulate these stems however you want. They don't have to stay the same. Like I see a lot of people that when they bring their tracks out of the MPC software into a DAW, they don't even touch the tracks again. Like it's now in another software. I can manipulate these tracks all I want. Like I can pitch them, I can do whatever I want, I can layer them. It doesn't have to stay the same now. They're all WAV files inside of inside of Reaper now, so I can do whatever I want. So I'm gonna change up this 808 pattern right here. I'm gonna change it up. Okay, just to kind of give me like a little intro with the 808. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute it. Okay, I want this. I want that first hit right here, and then I don't want the other one. I want those two, and then I don't want this one. I want that one, the next one. Okay, let's see. I want that hit, and then I want it up to there. Let's see how that sounds. Nope, I missed one. I don't want this one. That's what I don't want. This one. I don't want that one either. I want to skip here. I want that last one. Oh no, I don't even want that one. Let's delete that. Okay, so now I chop my 808 up to give it like a little intro pattern. There we go. Now we have our intro. Okay. Now what I wanted to do. And then I want the vocal to come in right here. So I'm gonna stop the vocal right here. I'm gonna engage the vocal. And I'm gonna cut it right here and mute this. Nice. So you can manipulate your tracks. You can manipulate your audio tracks however you want. I'm gonna put some effects on these tracks. I'm gonna do all of that, you know, like probably not on this beat, but on some other beats. I put effects on my tracks, you know. I'll halftime some of these tracks to give it a different feel. You know, like the stems that come out of the MPC software, they don't have to stay like that just because I made the beat like that. Once they get inside of here, I could do some other crazy stuff with the beat, you know. I can reverse some stuff if I want, just to give it a different feel, you know, duplicate a track like in one of my pianos up here. I can duplicate the track and reverse it to give it another feel. Okay, so I'm gonna let my chorus play first. It's gonna go into my chorus, and then this is gonna be the verse right here. Okay, so let's do a verse. I'm gonna cut out some of this percussion. And I'm gonna drop my drums out here. I'm gonna drop the kick and the clap out right here. And then that's when it's gonna come in right there. That's where it's gonna come in. So I'm gonna grab one of these right here and I'm gonna duplicate it over. Hold Control D, drag it over. And then we're going to build the verse here. I'm gonna bring back in the 808. This is going to be the rest of the verse. All right. We still don't need this one right here yet. This is gonna be where our chorus is gonna come in. Duplicate that over. And then we're gonna bring in, after that, we're gonna bring in these piano chords. We're gonna duplicate that over again. I'm gonna bring in this percussion right here as well. Bring in this percussion. Then I gotta bring something else in. I think I'm gonna bring the pad in. Okay, and that should be getting close to our 4 bars. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be our 16 bars right there. All right, so we're gonna label this verse 1. Set the color, and we're gonna do our verse. We're gonna do our verses green. Let's do our verses green. Okay, so I know up top that's my verse. That's my verse right there. Wait, one more. Too short. One more. Boom. That's my verse. There we go. Then I'm gonna drop the drums out right here and let it go right into the chorus again. Then it's gonna go right into the chorus. Okay? Which my chorus is right there. Then I'm gonna duplicate the chorus, let that play for 8 bars. Okay, so now I pretty much got the first half of the track done. Let's label it. Let's do the beginning, intro. Intro is gonna be red. Okay, and then oh wait, I forgot we got a second part of the intro. There we go. No, wait. This is the intro. I got it right. And then this is the chorus. We got a pre-chorus. It goes right into the chorus after the intro. I think that this beat just has that feel. It's kind of an up-tempo vibe, so I want to get to the chorus as quick as possible. So I let the intro run, boom, right into the chorus. Some beats I go right into the verse, you know, after the intro, you know, or I'll do a pre-break, you know, like it'll be like a little break, and then it'll go into the verse, something like that. But this beat has a feel to where it's kind of up-tempo, energetic, kind of still melodic but energetic. So I wanted to get right down to business. So there's no written handbook on how to arrange a beat. You know, there's no written handbook. Shout out to, we have a new follower. Shout out to who is that? DJ Do Work 34. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in on Twitch, man. Another new follow on Twitch. Welcome to the Twitch fam. If you just got here from anywhere, all we doing is just arranging some beats, man. Just going over my process of how I arrange beats. Inside of the Reaper DAW, you don't have to use this DAW. You can do the same exact thing I'm doing here. You can do it in your own DAW of choice. The object is to just get the concept here. That way you can bring it to your workflow, your DAW, and possibly take a few things there. So just try and understand concepts here of doing things, not how I do it here in the Reaper software. I'm just showing this for the few people that do use this software that have watched me use it. I know that there's a lot of Reaper users that follow me because they have watched me use this software. So that's why I'm showing you guys how to do it in here. But don't feel that you need to go get this software to do it. You can do it in pretty much any software, from FL Studio to Ableton to Logic to whatever, Pro Tools, whatever you're using. Just take the concepts from here and you'll be able to do that same stuff, the same exact thing. Okay, so chorus, we set the color. I want the chorus to be blue. Okay, boom, chorus. So we got the intro up top. I don't know if y'all can see it up top. See the small bars up top right here, all the way up top. That's the different sequences of the beat that I'm making. So I have the red one up here. That's the intro. The blue one next to it is the chorus. The green is the verse that I just made, and then it wraps right back into the chorus. Let's do that. The way I'm making these regions is, all you do is just highlight the region, go to the top, highlight the region, hit Shift R. It's going to create a region for you, and then you just double click the region name and name it. And then you hit set color, and then you can pick a color, which my chorus is blue. Okay, so there we go. Intro, chorus, verse, then it goes back in the chorus. Okay, now we're gonna do another verse. I can duplicate this first verse over. I'm just gonna duplicate it over. Go up to the top, double click it, and change it to verse 2. Change the title, change the name of it to verse 2. That's gonna be our second verse. And obviously I want to change the second verse up a little bit. I want it to start off like the first verse. So quite possibly I'm going to take this kick drum out. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the vocal in right here where the drums go out. I'm gonna bring the vocal in. Let's split it there and unmute the vocal. Nice. And then it goes right back into the verse. All right, at the end of this, I'm gonna create some suspense. I just want to do 2 verses on this track. So after this verse, we're gonna go into the hook again, and then the outro of the beat. Done. But I want to create some suspense at the end of this verse. If you notice at the end of verse 1, it has the 808, and then it just stops. It kind of gives it like a cut, and then it goes into the chorus. See, I'm gonna take that 808 out at the end and let it come in right at the ending of before it goes into the chorus again. So I'm gonna stretch it all the way out to the ending of the bar, okay? And then I'm gonna take this all out, and it's gonna come in right at the end on those 3 hits, right there. And it's gonna create some suspense at the ending of the beat when you drop all the low end out of the track. The 808 is the low end. It's going to create suspense that's going to build up into that chorus. I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's duplicate the chorus over here. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's play the verse. This is coming out of the chorus into the verse. This is the verse, verse 2. Break. This is all a verse. Now watch what happens when it gets to the 808. When the 808 drops out. Watch the suspense it builds right here. Comes in. But that's a trick that you guys can do with your beats to make your chord to introduce a hook from a verse, to introduce a hook. When your bass is playing, whatever your bass is, or your 808, whenever that's playing, just drop it completely out of the track. And because the reason why it creates that suspense is because your ear is used to hearing that bass sound all through the verse. It's used to hearing it. So all of a sudden, it's just going to drop. So it's almost like somebody took the bottom out from underneath you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what happened. And that will create some kind of suspense, you know, and just imagine yourself on, you know, on a table, and somebody just pull it right from underneath you. You see what I'm saying? So the ear is used to hearing that bottom end throughout the whole verse. It's used to hearing it, the bass, the 808. So you just drop it out in that last 4 bars of the track. Just drop it out and have it come in right at the tail end. I'll let you hear it again. I'm gonna pick it up from the middle of the verse. Here it goes. Watch the suspense. Like it's going up. Then it comes in right at the end. That's a little trick that I got from somebody else. I didn't come up with that myself. I would love to take credit for it. But I actually heard someone else's beat that did this. And when I was listening to the beat, when it did that, I felt it. You know, I had the earbuds in, and I'm listening to the second part of the beat, the verse, and I'm bobbing my head and I'm bobbing my head. Then when it gets to that second verse, that ending part, I'm bobbing my head and I'm bobbing my head. And at the end, then when it gets to that suspense part, the 808 just stopped, and I'm like, oh, you know, like I literally caught it. Like, I'm like, damn, that's nice. You know, so the 808 just dropped, and then I noticed it came back in right at the tail end of the bar before it went into the chorus. So that's a good love. That's something that I picked up, and this was a while back. I picked that up in my beats, so I started kind of using it in some beats, you know, especially in very high energy beats. when you have some type of bass sound and high energy beats, and it's just boom, 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 you know, and that bass is going, 808 is going, or whatever you got, bass guitar is going, just let it drop out in some part before it goes into a hook. Just let it drop out at some part. It's gonna literally create some type of suspense, like the bottom of the whole beat just fell out. So you just kind of hang it, and then you bring it back in right at the end of the beat. I hope I'm not talking too much, man. I hope you guys not getting bored with me. Let's see what let me see. Appreciate that. Who is that? Jersey boy? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You said always good stuff, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. As long as y'all kind of getting something from this, man, you know. Thank you for sharing your experience. Appreciate that. Poetry Gifted. Thanks so much, man. Always sharing here, man. Always trying to share the knowledge, man. Back to the Beat said this may be premature, but when can apply your effects if needed, like tape stop, break stop, etc. This may anytime you want, man. Like there's no set place that you know. If you're asking me like what's some good places to apply it, you know, like at obviously at the ending of bars, like 4 bars. If you make your beat in 4 bar, you know, increments, then at the ending of 4 bars, just pick wherever you want to drop it out. You know, like you can drop it out anywhere, you know. But I'm gonna see if I don't think this beat calls for a tape stop. You know, this beat is very melodic and very groovy, so I want to keep that groove. I don't want to cut it with anything. I don't want to stop it with anything. Like for these effects that are used in music, for these effects, you have to understand that some effects help a beat and some effects hurt a beat, but it just depends on the sound of the beat. You know, you don't put a tape stop effect on a beat just because the tape stop effect is a cool thing. Like for a melodic beat like this beat is very, very melodic. If you stop the beat in any type of fashion or cut it or drop it or something, it's going to take away from the melodic feel. So that's what you want this beat to carry, a melodic feel. So a tape stop effect would hurt this beat and not help it. You see what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, some type of riser, you know, a sweeping effect or something like that, maybe a lo-fi effect somewhere, that will help the beat because it will help the melody. It will enhance the melodies. You see what I'm saying? So you got to pick what type, you got to understand what type of beat you're creating and what effect would be good to go in that beat. Not all effects are made for every single beat just because the effect sounds cool. You know, if you don't understand the vibe of your beat, then you could possibly hurt your beat more than you can help it with an effect. So tape stop effects are good when you have very, very choppy beats. You know, like those simple trap beats and stuff like that. It is already choppy, so a tape stop effect adds to that choppiness. It will fit right in, and it will enhance that choppiness. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that's the only places you need to put it. You can make effects work anywhere. But you do have to understand that effects go by the feeling that the beat is carrying. Because if you use the wrong effect, or not, I'm not gonna say the wrong effect, but if you use certain effects on certain beats, then it can end up helping it. I mean, it can end up hurting it more than it ends up helping the beat, because you fought against what the vibe of the beat was with the effect. You know, think about it. A riser effect, one of those sweeping effects that has that shh, and it gets louder and louder. You know, one of those sweeping riser effects. If I have a very, very, you know, like an orchestral track, you know, with strings and beautiful harmonies and all of that, why would I want to create some type of suspense in that track? You see what I'm saying? Why would I want to do that? Even though that's a cool effect to have, why would I want to create some type of suspense in a very orchestral, you know, track? Why would I want to do that? You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that certain effects are designed for certain tracks. You know, you can use effects in any track you like, but sometimes certain effects will hurt a track more than it will help a track. So that's just because I know a lot of people do put effects on their tracks. You know, they do. I do. I put a lot of effects on my tracks. It's just that I watch where I put them. I watch what effects I use on what tracks. You know, and I mean, most of you guys kind of already know that as well. You know, like you can't just throw whatever effect you want on a track. You can literally take a nice track and just turn it upside down with just some kind of crazy little effect you thought was cool, but it don't even go with the track. What else you got? Who else we got, man? Who else we got? Question: what about rearranging around rappers' vocals? You can do that. I mean, once obviously these blocks on, they do move. Look at them, man. Like, look, just in case you didn't notice, look, they do move. So they're not stuck in place, you know. So if the artist rap on the beat, you know, and you want to cut out the 808 somewhere because of punching his voice or something, or you say it's some kind of crazy lyric. You know, sometimes you get one of them rappers that have a little crazy line that they throw in, and you want it to be clear, so you cut the music so you can hear that punch line. You know, I'm hotter than this, and you cut the music so they can hear that punchline, what he just said. You can do all of that, man. I mean, these things aren't stuck in place. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can move them. You know? JJack463, you good? Dizzy, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much, bro. Actually, to be as far as can you do it while on the MPC or as you arrange in Reap. As far and you do it, you can do it anywhere. You can put you can put effects on anything, man. You know, like tape stop effects and stuff like that is effects. They're effects plugins. So it will work in any software that takes plugins. Reaper takes plugins, the MPC takes plugins. So anything that takes plugins, you can do a tape stop effect. Just get a tape stop effect plugin. You know, doesn't matter the software you're using it in. It doesn't matter. You know, just as long as the software takes plugins, and all of them do, you can do a tape stop effect. You know, if you're working in standalone mode, you know, which, you know, for the life of me, I don't understand why, you know, y'all still confining yourself to that. I don't get it, but you know, notice what I said, not using it. I understand why y'all use it. I don't understand why y'all confining yourself to that. I don't get it. I don't get why you box yourself in with that. You do know, just for the people, just one more time. We're gonna say it one more time. Standalone users. First of all, you do know that is the old way of making beats. Every single unit was standalone back in the day. No computer. So you are buying these new machines. Think about it. You are buying these new machines and making beats the old way. You are. Just that nobody wants to admit it, but that is exactly what you're doing. That's just how it works. You just have a lot of bells and whistles on these new machines, but it is the old way of making beats. That is the old way. I got enough of standalone back in the day with the 2000 and the 2000 XL and the 5. I got enough. Trust me, I got enough. I don't need the most standalone in my life. You know, now for somebody where they just picked up an MPC and they just thought I could understand how standalone may be amazing to you, but I got enough of it with them old MPCs, dude. There was no computer on them things, dude. None. You just sounds in the machine, and that's what you had. You know, hooked up to some speakers, hooked up to a mixer, and bruh, you just handle your business. So I got enough of that, man. I didn't buy these new machines to go back to the old way of making beats. Secondly, that's the first thing. Secondly, for you standalone users, understand that everything you do in standalone, I can do in controller mode. Everything. Every single thing. There is nothing you can do in standalone that I can't do in controller mode. Nothing. Even travel. People always, when I say that, people always like to say that, man. Well, I could take my MPC 1 wherever and make beats because it's not attached to no computer. I can take my laptop anywhere and make. I don't even need this computer. I don't even need the MPC. Literally, I can control my MPC software right from my keyboard on my laptop. And for those of you guys that don't know how to do that, just go research how to do that. Just go research how to do it. You can literally turn your keyboard into your 16 pads. And I have it. So all I need is my laptop so I could still travel and make beats, man. I could still make beats right on my laptop. Done. Same way you can make beats on your MPC when you go to the park. I can pull out my laptop, plug up my headphones, and make beats with no MPC necessary, dude. So I can still travel and make beats. I can still cook up wherever. You see what I'm saying? So everything you can do in standalone mode, everything, 100%, Everything you can do in standalone mode, I can do in controller mode. Every single thing. Now, you can't say that the other way around. That's what I mean by you confine yourself. When you choose to just work in standalone, you are now confining yourself. Nothing is wrong with using it, but you are now confining yourself because you can't say that the other way around. You can't. I can say that everything you can do in standalone, I can do in controller mode. Every single thing, 100%. There's nothing you can do in controller mode that I can't do in standalone. And there's nothing you can do in standalone that I can't do in controller mode. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Every single thing. But you can't say there's nothing that I can do in controller mode that you can do in stand. You can't say that because all I got to do is just say, hey, why don't you do this? When you're in standalone mode, go to your effects and go pull up this EQ right here. Go pull it up. See, you're stuck. See, you're stuck. Yeah. If I tell you, yeah, man, nah, no samples. I don't want no samples. What I want is I like this VST right here. I want the pianos in this VST right here. See, you stuck. You stuck in standalone mode. You stuck. You can't do none of this. See what I'm saying? None. So understand. Just understand what I'm telling you. Just get what I'm telling you. I'm not saying one is better than the other one, and I'm not saying one it's not because I saw people do amazing things in standalone. Hell, I used to do it back in the day when I had standalone. When I was on them old MPCs, I would do amazing things in standalone all day long. That's what I would do. And I've seen people do it now with these new machines, do some amazing things in standalone. But you have to understand that when you choose to work in standalone, you are now confining yourself. You are doing this to yourself, boxing yourself in. You know, that's just the plain honest truth. Simply because you decided to detach from a computer. We all know that in this age we're living in, everything has went computer. Everything. You are no longer on a flip phone, one of them CDMA flip phones. You are now on a smartphone and you watching it right now. Now, the beauty about you learning that smartphone is the fact that you don't have to look at a little small green screen no more with the little flashing cursor and hit the number pad 6 and 7 times just to get to the A and 4 times to get to the C when you're texting and 5 times. You don't have to do that no more, simply because you're upgraded into the computer age and you learn how to work a smartphone. Now you're clicking, dragging, apps, everything. You're doing it. You feel what I'm saying? You're doing it. So when it comes down to your beat making process, look at it the same way. Don't confine yourself to that little CDMA phone. Don't do that, because that smartphone can do everything that little CDMA phone can do. Everything. It can do everything. It can make phone calls, text. It can do, but you can't say that the other way around. That little small flip phone can't do everything that smartphone can do. It can't. So that's why you got it. That's why pretty much 99% of y'all right now, I would say 100, but I don't know, 99% watching this on some type of computerized device that if you didn't have it, you would be stuck. So I do not understand for the life of me why, when it comes down to making beats, why people don't employ that same concept. You know, nope, I'm no computer, man. I don't like the computer. Well, bro, like, do you hear what you're saying? Why don't you take that smartphone from out of your pocket, go grab one of them little flip phones and throw that thing in the river? You see what I'm saying? Throw that iPhone and that Samsung phone in the river. Go ahead, man. Because that's the same mentality you have with your beats. The same mentality. It's just people don't stop and think about it. They don't stop and actually analyze that, what they're telling themselves. And everybody has their own personal preference. They do. That's your own personal preference. Nobody can tell you that it's wrong to do. But somebody can tell you the realness of what you're doing. That's all I'm telling you. The realness, the truth of what you're doing. You know, I'm not stomping on your preference. I'm just telling you the truth of what you're doing. The truth is you are now confining yourself. That's what you're doing. In your brain, you're confining yourself. You're confining your sound. You're confining yourself, and you're going to wait for Akai to just update that so you can now do a few more things instead. And then you're going to wait for Akai to update that so you can do a few more things in standalone now. Why wait? Why wait? Same way you didn't wait for that flip phone to get better. No, you ain't get a smartphone. You saw the iPhone, you saw Samsung when it first came out. You saw them bright screens with that smooth glass, and you can just touch stuff and drag it around and move it. And they got apps you could download. Yeah, you got the internet anywhere. You know, your pictures look nice and good. You saw all of that on it, and you didn't wait for that cell phone to update. You didn't wait for that little flip phone to update and get better. You didn't wait for that. You went get a smartphone. That's what you went do. You jump ship. You went get a smartphone. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just the realness. That's just the realness of what you're doing whenever you decide to just work in standalone mode. Use it. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Standalone is awesome. It is amazing. I marvel at the things that are done in standalone. It's just that I am not confining my workflow. I'm not. This mind needs to go as far as I can, as far as it can take me. Whatever sound I want, however I want to manipulate it, whatever I want to do. I'm not closing the door on my sound simply because I have a preference of standalone. That's not going to happen ever in my workflow, ever. I'm going to just respect the people who do it. You know? But I'm not going to do it. I'm never, ever going to close my mind to sound. And I want all the sound I can get. I want to be able to do whatever in standalone. I want to be, everything you do in standalone, I want to be able to do right here plus more. That's all I'm saying. That's the basis of what I'm saying. Everything you do in standalone, I still want to be able to do. Like, I like the fact standalone users can go work somewhere with their MPC and go to the park and work and go do that. I'm not hauling this MPC X to the park. I'm not doing that. You know? And I like working in the software. I like this new age of all this amazing stuff you can do with a computer. I like it. I just like it. Same way you like what you can do with a smartphone. I just like all this stuff. So I'm gonna find some way that I can take this stuff with me. Same way you can take your MPC with you. There's my laptop. There you go. I put my software on my laptop. All I need is my laptop. I don't even need the MPC. I'm serious. I cook up. I got a video cooking up with just my laptop. That's it. And I make about 2 or 3 bangers. Just the laptop and the software. No MPC, none. Got the 16 pads on my keyboard, on the laptop keyboard. Still use my VSTs, still use my effects, everything. Just no MPC necessary. And I know that software so well that I can find everything that's on the MPC. I can find it on the screen. That's how well I know the software. So it didn't slow me down. It didn't do nothing. I was rolling through it like nothing. So that's just my little spill on standalone and you know, on how and what and all of that. But to answer my man's question about the effects, that's free. You can range and yeah, as far as what he asked about, can you do in the MPC, can you arrange in Reaper? Yeah, you can do pretty much everything in any software as long as it takes VSTs, you know, you can do anything. You know, you can arrange in the MPC software. You can. It's a very slow workflow, you know, or I mean, and I'm not gonna say slow because I'm sure a lot of people who do arrange have gotten a quick workflow because that's what you do. As quick as I am in Reaper, you're just as quick in the MPC software when you arrange beats because you've been doing it for so long. What I will tell you is that it's outdated. That the way that it's arranged in the MPC is outdated. It's outdated. You know, there are like, I mean, just go look at anybody arranging in FL Studio or arranging in Logic or arranging in them softwares. Go Ableton. Go look at how they arrange. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna see a few things that they're doing that you just simply cannot do in the MPC software. You just simply can't. You know, you can have workarounds and try and figure out some kind of way to do it, but you just can't. You know, like when I want to move, simply put, see these tracks right here? These tracks right here in the MPC software are essentially the same tracks that are right here in Reaper. They're the same tracks. See all of the tracks to the left, you got all of the track names. And then you go in the MPC software to the left, you got all of the track names here. Then you got the whole grid right here to the right. You go to Reaper, you got the whole grid to the right here. You know, it's pretty much the same. Now, if I wanted to take this track 10 right here and just drag it all the way down and move it all the way down here next to track 14. See, I can't do that. See, I can't move these tracks. I can't grab them and move them nowhere. Once you put them on here, they right here. Now, what I can do is take these MIDI items off of this track and then go bring them down here. Now that track becomes that. That's what I can do, but I can't just simply move the track. Whereas in Reaper, I can drag these tracks anywhere I want. See, anywhere I want. I can move this. I can move my 808 track down if I want. I could take this kick track, move it all the way down here if I want. I could move, and any other software you can do that in. So it's just outdated. It's a bit outdated, the arrangement process in the MPC. It's a bit outdated. Now, for those of you guys that are using the Akai Force, the Akai Force has now been introduced to this arrangement mode. This arrangement view right here that you see here. The Akai Force has this type of arrangement. I am praying and hoping they decide to bring that to the MPC software to where I can do this now, this type of arrangement in the MPC software. But for now, it's just on the Akai Force, that arrangement view. So I hope they decide to bring that to the MPC. And yeah, man, that will be pretty much the first update since when there's only one update that I've went crazy over. There's only one. When it switched from 1.9 to 2.0. That's when I went crazy. I was like, oh man, it didn't switch. The software looked different. It looked cooler because it's black now. It's a dark interface. You know, everything is kind of different. You know, the browser is different. I just went off. I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just feel cooler making beats in this thing right now. You know? So I went off when that update came. Now, that was the last update I went off on. That was the last update. Even the last one that they had, the 2.1, if you notice, it's just not, because, you know, it really doesn't affect it. What they updated affects probably 10% of my workflow. For me to get crazy about it, it has to affect over 50% of my workflow, at least over 50. That last update affects about 10% of my workflow. That's it. So, you know, for everybody that's amazed about it, it really doesn't help me that much. So I don't really worry about it. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Check this out. For those of you guys that don't know, the software y'all see right here, the MPC software y'all see right here, check it out. I'm gonna show you. Let's go to File. Up here, About MPC. Look, it's still 2.9, dude. It's still 2.9. There you go. I haven't even updated yet, dude. I think they've been out for I don't know how long. I haven't even updated. That's how much it means to me. It's still 2.9, man. You know, I haven't updated to the new one, bro. You know, that's just how it works, man. You know, it just doesn't affect my workflow. Now, for somebody else, it may affect their workflow. It may do something, but it just doesn't affect mine. For me to get ecstatic about it, it has to affect over 50% of my workflow. That the 1 point whatever update to the 2.0 update, that affected pretty much 80% of my workflow. So I got ecstatic. I was ecstatic about it. I don't get ecstatic just because it's new, like most people do, just because it's new. No, it has to affect a portion of my workflow. It has to. My sound. That's what I care about. My sound, not what Akai does to the MPC. My sound. How is it gonna affect my sound? Is it gonna do something for my sound, for what I have coming out? If it's gonna do something for that, then I will get ecstatic about it. This doesn't. The last update doesn't really do that for me. But if they were to bring the arrangement view that the Force has, if they brought that to the MPC software, I hope they are listening to this. I hope some other MPC users are listening to this and y'all can jump on board as well. If they bring the Akai Force has this type of arrangement view, it has that. And it's awesome. I've seen it in action, not only on a screen, but right in front of my face. I just don't work with the Akai Force. I don't work with that machine. It's an awesome machine, but you know, that's getting used to a whole nother different DAW and how it works. You know, that some of that stuff not even like the MPC software. Some of it is, some of it's not. That's like getting used to a whole nother can of worms. So no, I don't use that kind for, but that arrangement view, yes, definitely. I saw it in action and I love it, 100%. So I am begging them to please bring that to the MPC software. It's still Akai, it's the Force, it's that machine. You know, just bring it to the MPC software, bring it to this new machine, man. That way we can arrange like this and do the stuff we need to do in it. You know, drag and drop. You know, you can drag, drop. You can even record in them little things, man. You can even record. Like if I want to record in one of these little bars right here, one of these little things right here, you know, right here, You know, if I want to record in just one of these little things, I can record in that, man. Like, that's crazy, dude. You know, you can slip, move them around, you know, move the tracks around, bro. It's yeah, man. It's crazy. Crazy. They bring that to the MPC software. I'm literally I won't stop talking about it for if they drop it in January, I won't stop talking about it until at least July. That's how excited I'm gonna be about it if they bring that here, man. You know. Blind said, and you can drop that flip phone on the concrete without a case. Yes, you could, man. The good thing about them Nokia phones and them old phones was they were definitely sturdy. You know, but one thing you will learn in life is the fancier you get, that's the more elegant it. That's the more elegant it gets. That's the more fragile it gets. So you got to trade, man. You know, the fancier you get, that's the more fragile it gets. Becomes expensive. The materials are now more fragile, and that's the reason why it's so expensive, because it's so fragile. So, you know, yes, you are absolutely right. There was them old phones were sturdier than the phones we have now. You can throw that Nokia phone from 6 flights of stairs, man. Come down, and you won't even lose the phone call you was on. For real. For real. As it's bouncing down the steps, you can still hear the person on the phone saying, "Hello, hello, what's going on? What's going on?" As it's bouncing down the steps. You know, I mess around, drop my phone off this table right here, just right here, like literally 2 feet off the table, right on the floor. The screen cracked. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. They were sturdy, but I'll take that chance just for the fact of what I'm able to do with it. You know, and all that takes is just for me to be careful. That's all it takes. I know I got a fancy item, protect it, be careful. That's all it takes, man. Mike Elliott asks, would you ever consider doing a laptop giveaway with some of your loops? And did you say a laptop giveaway with some of your loops and already on it? Would I consider doing a laptop giveaway? A laptop giveaway. Whew. I could. To be honest with you, I could. Yeah, I could. You know, I mean, I can't give you one of my laptops. All of my laptops is easily over $2,500. Both. I got 3 of them, and they all gaming laptops, all souped up gaming laptops. All of them over $2,000, $2,500. You know, but I can get like a little laptop. I can go purchase like a regular laptop, you know, and put some stuff on it and give it away to you guys. That's not a problem. You know, like a $500 laptop from somewhere. Yeah, man, I could do that. You know, I don't know about giving away no $3,000 laptop. I'll just, you know, if I buy a $3,000 laptop, I bought it for a reason. That's and it ain't to give away. You know, pardon me, but it ain't to give away. But yeah, I could go buy one of them. I could do that, man. Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's a good idea, man. Shout out to you for that, man. Shout out to you for that. I just may do that. You know, I do have a feel. Well, no, I'm not gonna tell y'all about that. Well, yeah, I could tell y'all about it. Man. I could tell y'all about it. I have been testing an audio interface. I've been testing it. It's a very portable audio interface. I've been using it with my laptop. You know, I do streaming videos with it. I do, you know, when I stream from my laptop and I'm just cooking up on my laptop. You know, y'all can tell the videos that I do that from. You know, it's not in this setup right here. It's from my laptop, but I'll stream and go live and I cook up from that. I've been testing out an audio interface from a company that sent it to me. And it's a very portable audio interface, and it's a very, very inexpensive audio interface. So I'm going to hash out a deal where they can give me a few of them, you know, and I'm going to give those to you guys. And I've been testing it to see if I can use it, then I would definitely suggest it to you guys. I won't suggest something to you guys just because some people pay me. I have to be able to use it and be comfortable with it for me to suggest it to you guys. So I'm testing. I'm in the process of testing it now, testing how it sounds streaming. I haven't sent out a project with it yet. So, but I have done the quality test from my studio audio interface and that audio interface, and the quality test is not that different. It's not. It's really not. And the thing about the audio interface is, it has every single function that you would need. You can even double tap the buttons and make the jacks do some different stuff. Like if you need mono, you double tap the button and now it's in mono. You double tap it again, now it's in stereo. So they made it so small, but they made the buttons do multiple things. So it's the audio interface is really small, but it's like having a big audio interface because it got every single function on it. You know, the jacks, you can switch the jacks to go left and right, or you can switch them to go up the middle. You know, you can switch you can switch one of the inputs from input to an output. You know, like it's crazy, man. Like they got every single thing. It's just that they did it like it's almost like taking this MPC X, and y'all know the Live is like the smaller version of this. The MPC Live is like the smaller version of this. It has everything on it, but they just it's just smaller than this, so they had to make the buttons do multiple things. That's how they save the real estate. You can do every single thing on the Live you can do on the MPC X, every single thing. But the real estate in it doesn't provide this much real estate to put all these buttons on. So they had to make the buttons do multiple things. That's the same thing they did with this audio. So it's like having a huge audio interface right in the palm of your hands, like literally. So I've been testing all of these features and seeing all of this stuff. And when I'm done testing it, if it passed my test, then I'm gonna hash out a deal to where they give me a few. You know, not only I'm gonna take less of a payment from them for them to give me a few more of the interfaces. And then I'm going to give those away to you guys, man. They're inexpensive. You know, they're not there. And that's the good thing about them. They're small. They're lightweight. So they're not expensive. You know, it's not like having to go and buy a huge audio interface for like $300, $400, $500. It's not like that, man. You know, these is like less than $100, you know, not even like probably $60-something, $50-something, you know, but they do everything, man. Everything that one of them huge audio interfaces would do. It goes up to 98K, not 48K, 98K. So that's top notch car, you know, that's 4K type stuff, you know, so, but I'm going to test everything out for you guys, man. Dopalicious say I updated only because they fixed the MPC being able to work in controller mode with the Apple M1 computer. Yeah, that Big Sur thing was a you Mac users, bro. I feel sorry for y'all, man. Like don't get me wrong, I use Mac. I just don't use Mac for music production. I'll use Mac for office stuff, email, all of that because it's amazing, it's fast, it's amazing, but not for this stuff right here. I just have full confidence that any company, whatever they make, whatever they design, it's gonna work for Windows right out of the box. It will. They're gonna take care of what's been running for years, long before Mac was here. They're gonna take care of that long before they take care of Mac. You know, any company that makes something. Mac users gonna have a problem with in 2 years with the next whatever they do, you know, but you can guarantee when a program is made, they pretty much design it for Windows. That's where, because it just didn't been here longer, and it's there, you know. So I rather have that type of support. I know Mac is awesome and it's more sleeker and savvier than Windows. It is, you know, but it's just the fact that program developers have built their careers on Windows-based systems because it's been there. When they make programs, they've built their careers on Windows-based programs because it has been there for. That's what they were creating for. So you best believe they're gonna always take care of it. Like Windows, new users don't be having no problems with none of that. You know, Windows didn't change from 7 to 8 to 9 to the MPC software always worked. It always did. In everyone. See what I'm saying? In everyone. You know, now what it is, Windows 11 now. I just updated Windows 11 on one of my laptops just to see what it's all about. I just did. MPC software work. It just worked, you know. So you best believe Windows gonna always be taken care of. Universal Soul Network. If you're going to give away a laptop, it needs to be a beat contest with an entry fee for sure. Oh, if I'm gonna give away something, then the only time I would charge you guys to get in something, the only time I would do that is if it's cash at the end of that. You know, which I'm gonna have a few things like that on my stream as well, man. I'm gonna have a few things. The reason why I'm taking the time out to talk to you guys right now is because we pretty much done with the arranging tour. Like this is the end of the beat. You know, let me do this real quick. All I gotta do is duplicate the chorus over one more time, and then I'm gonna show y'all this trick right here before I tell you I answer my man's question right here. To do the outro of the beat, all I do is go to the first verse. Very, very simple. I bypass the first 4 bars. This right here. Bypass that and grab the last little bit of the beat, the last little bit of the verse, and duplicate that over. And that's my outro right there. So it's gonna go from the chorus to this. This is the chorus, and then it's gonna hit the outro. Saying, then you just do a little fade out, you know, and that's it. That's the beat, you know. So the arrangement part of this is, I just wanted to show you guys how I arrange a beat, you know. Now my next one like this will be how I mix the beat, you know, showing you a few tips on how I mix the beat. I'll do another one like that, just to kind of update the one that I did a long time ago that has been long gone from Twitch now. A few of you guys have been asking me to do another one, you know, another tutorial on that. You know, from all of my new subscribers that have joined since then. They didn't get a chance to see that because they weren't here before. But yes, I will be doing another mixing tutorial very soon, where I'm going to just mix a beat from start to finish, show you how I do it, why I do stuff, all that good stuff, man. Y'all see that. Y'all will see that soon. But that takes care of pretty much the arrangement of this beat right here. So back to what my man was saying about the giveaway. If I do a giveaway, then it needs to be a beat contest with an entry fee. The only way that I would make you guys pay for something is if there was cash at the end of it. You know, if you were going to get back cash. You know, like I haven't given away cash for something yet. I always give you guys away sessions, sample packs, loop kits, you know, sessions, you know, unreleased stuff that I have. I always give you guys. The only cash that I give away is when you do beat collabs with me and we make money off the beat. You know, like some of you guys have received payment for your beats that you made. You know, most of you guys have. If you didn't, then it means that whatever we made, somebody didn't pick it up yet. And it does take a while. Sometimes they pick it up quick. Sometimes, you know, it'll be 2 months, Bill, or 3 months before somebody say, hey, you know, yeah, that beat right there, we want to do something with. Then, you know, a payment will be sent. Some type of payment will be sent to you. But it's good to have it out there. You know, at least you have it out there with me. It's in a place to where somebody can actually do that versus just sitting on your computer. So that's the only time I would have you guys pay for something or like enter something with some type of fee, is if there was some type of monetization at the end of that, not a gift, like something at the end. Because I feel that if you want money, then you're going to have to invest money. So if I got like $1,000 cash prize for something, then whatever the contest is, you're going to have to invest in it to get that $1,000. So spend $20 to get that $1,000. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way I would do that. You know, that's just my ethic. You know, it's called, you know, just my ethic and what I believe in. You know, but if it's gifts or something like that, then nah, I wouldn't charge y'all. I wouldn't charge you guys again. So a laptop or something like that, I wouldn't charge no entry fee on that. You know, there'll just be some type of contest or something, or you know, it will be a different type of contest though, not just something that's, you know, anybody could do. Like it'll like if I'm giving away something, you know, for a good amount of money, then it's gonna be something that you got to put some work in for. You don't have to put no money, but you're gonna have to put some work in for. You know, so. But yeah, just don't forget, for all of you guys that are online right now, this Saturday, we're going to do the sample flip contest. So y'all mark that down on your calendar. This Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday night. Mark that down on your calendars. I haven't done a something, you know, a Twitch night, a stream night on a weekend. I don't believe I have yet. Every time I do it on the weekdays, because I figured you guys will be home, you know, after work, you guys will be home. Saturday night, people go out, people go do stuff, so you might miss the stream. So that's why I don't really stream. I don't do stream nights on a weekend. But this one I'm going to do just to see how it works out. You know, Saturday night, sample flip contest. For those of you guys that don't know what we do in a sample flip contest, this is going to be our third one, I believe, or fourth one. Third one, I think. Maybe third or fourth. But what we do on a sample flip contest is I load something in my Discord. I load a sample up in the Discord. I have a few samples and allow you guys to pick the one that you want to work with. Then I load it in the Discord and I give you guys an hour live to make a beat. Now I set a timer on the screen here. And then you got an hour to make a beat, to download the sample, go in your studio, make a beat, and submit it back drag it back to the Discord, drag it back in the Discord. At the end of the hour, I lock down the room, I play all the beats, and yeah, man, we just see what y'all did, you know, and I give away gifts, prizes, all that stuff like that. If you got tight beats, all that stuff like that, you know, I just give away. You know, which, by the way, the last sample, I hope y'all understand the last sample flip contest that we had like that. Remember what I told y'all, that no one can submit zeros no more. It's no zeros. No more zeros. Like a lot of you guys that don't finish in an hour just don't submit nothing. And that ain't the mentality you're supposed to have, man. None of y'all do that at y'all job, man. If y'all don't finish all y'all work for the day, y'all don't turn in nothing. Boss man, I have a fit with y'all if y'all do that, man. No, you turn in something to let him know I was working. I just didn't finish it all today, but I was working. So there's no excuse for not finishing a beat and just deciding, oh no, I'm not gonna turn in nothing. I'm just not gonna turn this in. You know, I'm not gonna submit this. You know, it's a bunch of y'all that download the sample, and then, you know, once the timer is done, you know, 60 people downloaded the sample, but only 10 people submitted a beat to play. And then you start hearing all of the excuses in the chat about, oh, I ran out of time, or I didn't have this, or my computer crashed. I submit something, man. You know, like, no, there's no excuse for zero, none. Anything. I don't care if it's half done, if you didn't put the drums on it yet, if it whatever you got, just submit it. You know, when that clock get down to 2 minutes, render that out. Wherever you at, render it out, turn it in. You know what I'm saying? No zeros no more, man. You know, we don't have those contests to clown nobody, or we just want to see if you can get it done. If you can make a beat in an hour. And it's good to see how far you got in an hour. That's it. That's all we want to see. You know? So train yourself to start putting something on the table, not ending up with nothing. Just because I didn't finish, I don't have nothing. No, that's not the mentality you want to have in life, neither beat making, neither no kind of way in life. Don't ever think that way, man. That's not a good mentality to have, because I didn't finish, I ain't gonna turn in nothing. You know. So just remember that, man, for the sample flip contest, man. Just remember that. 60 people download the sample, it's supposed to be 60 beats in that, man. That's what it is. It's supposed to be. Whether they finish, not finish, drums not done, melody kind of half done a little bit, whatever it is, supposed to be 60 beats in that, man. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's just that some people just don't have that mentality. Like, they don't think about it like that, you know? Like, it's not a good way to train yourself, man, because I didn't finish, I ain't gonna turn in nothing. Yes, indeed. Sorry, my man, you got to go. Who else we got, man? Who else we got? 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 Can you make a Lana Del Rey type of beat? I don't really do type beats much no more. I don't do type beats no more. That ship has sailed a long time ago, man. Please, I urge you guys to get out of the type beats thing. That ship has sailed a long time ago, bro. Like, don't do that no more. Long time ago, bro. Long time ago. Yeah, that's not a good thing to train yourself to do, man. Just make beats, man. Make some beats, man. You know, get a sound in your head. You know, craft your sound, not somebody else's sound. You know, craft your sound. You know, type beats have had that came in that was a craze, and then it so many people got on it, like so many, that it played out very, very fast. You know, now you can't even buy them. Anybody that's making money off of type beats, type beat sales, anybody that's making money off of that type stuff is somebody huge in this game, or they've been doing it for a long time. You know, but I wouldn't suggest somebody that's trying to step in this to get into that type beats thing. That's been played out long time ago, man. Long time ago, bro. And people will tell you that, like people that started that up like 2 years ago, and they still ain't got nowhere with it yet. They still ain't selling beats. They still not doing and they got thousands of type beats. You know, Meek Mill's type beat and this type beat and that type beat. You know, yeah. You know, you make a few like that just for people that's still into that. Like on my beat store, I got a few, you know, type beats, but not many. Most of it is my own creation, my stuff that come out of my head, you know, because that's what people looking for now. They're looking for original stuff, man. Like, we didn't heard all people sounding like everybody. We didn't heard all of that for like the last 10 years. You know, now when the average artist go looking for stuff, it gotta be different. It gotta be unique. You know, it gotta be something that he originates with, something that he can put, because he's the average artist, he's trying to be different. So he can't have his beat sounding the same as something else, but he trying to be different. So you got to come with some original flair, man. So that's what's working now. For those of you guys that don't know that, that's what's working now in this game. You know, just be as different as you can be. Take chances on your beats. Don't be scared to do stuff on it. You know, you ain't got to stay in line. As I keep telling y'all, we're not curing cancer, man. We just making beats. So, no, the world ain't going to blow up if you do something on your beat and it don't sound good. The world not going to blow up, bro. You know, it just didn't work. Now try something else, you know, so don't be scared to take chances on your beats. You know, do some crazy stuff on it, man. You know, and you never know. You might have the next hit sound that's coming. You might have it, but you'll never know if you don't take them chances. And previous people have shown that. They have paved the way for you to see that it can happen. You know, like when Zaytoven hit the game, nobody really wasn't making piano melody beats like that. That dude hit the game, and all of a sudden, creating melodies on a piano and doing all that, and putting trap joint, that became a craze. Like, everybody wanted them little piano melodies and them chords and all of that. Ain't nobody really was making them type of beats back then, before that dude hit the game. But he solidified himself because he know how to play that piano so well. So he just brought that to the hip hop field. Now all of a sudden, that's the craze now, you know. So never be scared to take chances, man, in your beats. You might have the next sound that you never know. You know what I'm saying? Studio Gangster say he's still working and listening. You working on beats? You in the studio working on beats, or you just working? You just working somewhere? Matthew Adams, thank you for sharing your knowledge and skill. Oh man, my pleasure, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. This was just a short little impromptu thing. I just wanted to you know, I got a few other beats to make to arrange, but I just wanted to kind of get on here and arrange at least one or two with you guys. You know, and being that I decided to talk to you guys, I'm not gonna keep you guys on the stream too much longer. You know, I would have probably arranged another beat if I wouldn't have done all this talking, but from just this one right here, you guys can kind of get an idea of just a basic arrangement of a beat. It's not really nothing too fancy. It's a basic arrangement. You know, there are some things that you can do to it. You know, you can put effects on it. You can, you know, my main thing is, don't think that your stems have to come out of the MPC software or come out of whatever and stay that way. You know, just look at it now. You now have samples in here. You know, when the stems come out, we started off this beat with this right here. We started off this beat literally with this right here. That's what we started off with. You feel what I'm saying? Just this loop right here. Just this loop. That's how we started off the beat. So just look at all of these loops right here that came out of the MPC software, 8-bar loop. Just look at them like samples, man. Like, and when you grab a sample from somewhere, first thing you're looking to do is do some crazy stuff with it. Chop it up, do some. So look at all of these things like samples. It's just inside of your DAW. Now get to work on, man. Like, do some stuff to them. Flip them, arrange, you know. Pan them left and right. You can reverse them if you want. You know, like you can have one melody. Like I can have this piano melody right here. This top piano melody right here. This first one. I could have that playing a certain way. I could chop this middle piece out and then reverse that. And then duplicate it and then reverse it back and layer them over top of each other to give it a different type of sound somewhere in the beat. You know, like all that you can do, man. You know, just look at them like samples. These things don't have to stay the same once they come out of there. They don't. And just know you always got the, if anything you done too much and you messed up, just know you always got the original file sitting right here in your MPC software. That's the original files. So if you do some crazy stuff and you're like, nah, none of that work, you can always go back. You always have the original file sitting right here in your MPC software because that's where the stems came from. So you can always do it again, man. So just never ever close yourself up in a box thinking that just because your stems come out of your DAW that they gotta stay that way, man. And I do all kind of stuff to my beats, man. Like I'll put it to you this way. This beat, my MPC software right here. beat right there, I'd say 50 to 60% of the time, it doesn't sound that way when it comes out of Reaper, after I'm done with it in Reaper. I got other different parts in it that I tweaked and flipped some stuff around, and you know, I reversed this and put some halftime in this little area. So they got different, the same concept of the beat is there, but there are more different parts of the beat than just that little loop coming out of the MPC software. I now have all type of different parts to put in here. You know, I have a lo-fi part, you know, where the drums drop out and then everything go lo-fi. You know, I got that part in there. So the beat take a whole bunch of twists, man. That way the artist got a little bit of stuff to do. He got a little bit of some different things in the beat to do his stuff on. Michael, let's see. I did it. I took a chance, made a beat on the PS4 system. I sent it in. Of course, the volume was wrong. Oh, wait, whoa. I mean, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But I'm talking about like taking chances in the software you're in. I'm taking chances on a whole different level. You know, like that's not what I'm talking. Like, I use the MPC software to make beats. I'm not about to take a chance in Logic Pro, because I guarantee my beat gonna come out messed up, because I don't know Logic Pro. You know, so that ain't really the chance I'm talking. That's a good I mean, you know, that's you and what you want to do, but that ain't really the chance I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, take some chances within your software. You know? Yeah, chances are the beat will come out messed up, man. Chances are, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, if that's the chance you want to take, then do that, man. All right, he working. Sag. Oh, okay, my man working, man. But look, that kind of concludes the tutorial, man. That kind of concludes the arrangement of the beat. Just a simple arrangement. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this back, man, before I mess that up. There we go. There we go. Put that back before I mess it up. Yeah, this is just a simple arrangement, man. And again, I'm gonna go over the arrangement with you guys. We got the intro right here. You know, we got the chorus right here. The chorus is next in blue. That's up here at the top. You know, we got the verse here, verse 1 in green. Then it goes back in the chorus in blue. And then verse 2 after the chorus. Then the chorus loops twice. The hook loops twice, and then it goes into the outro. So, you know, I shouldn't even loop the chorus twice, man. I shouldn't even do that. That way the beat can stay at about 2 minutes, under 3 minutes. But with all of this, the beat goes to about a little bit over 3 minutes, like 3 minutes and 12 seconds. I like for my beats to be like in between 2:30 to 2:50, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. You know, them long beats, get that out your mind, man. Get that out your mind. Y'all get out of that habit. Get out of that habit of them 3 minutes and 45-second beats, bro. Get out of that habit, man. Because let me tell you something. One thing artists didn't figure out. This is just if you're selling the artist. Like, if you're making beat tapes and all of that stuff like that, or just making beats, then do whatever you want. But if you're trying to get artists on your beat, this is one thing that artists didn't realize, bro. Like, every artist trying to get on the radio right now. You know, like, that's what they're trying to go. They're trying to get their song played on the radio. Not just you, everybody on YouTube. Now, before having a YouTube video was a big deal. Nah, it ain't nothing. You know? Let me tell you something. 35 people next door to you got a YouTube video right now. They rappers and got a YouTube video. So that used to be the hot thing, to have a YouTube video, you know, because it was new, it was fresh. But now it ain't nothing to have that. It ain't nothing. They got 30 people on your block right now. They got a YouTube rap video on YouTube right now. You know, and the reason why is because, you know, it didn't got so easy to do. Everybody is a videographer. Everybody is they didn't got so easy to do now. So people shooting videos on their iPhone now, and they look just like professional video. You know, so yeah, but now every artist, or the artists that I deal with and the artists that I see, that I have interaction with, you know, they want to be on the radio. They looking for the next track that they can put on the radio. And you know, if we all know about the radio, you only got a certain time slot. You know, so they're not playing no 3 minutes and 20-second song. They're not. So you know, it's best if you keep your beats in that realm. That way, an artist will buy it because he know he can get on the radio with that beat. He don't have that problem. you know, unless he want to do some editing to the beat itself. But keep your beats within that realm of 210, you know, 230, you know, stretching it. If you're going to 250, you're stretching it. You know what I'm saying? Get an intro, let it go to the hook, you know, a 4-bar intro, maybe, you know, a pre-chorus, let it get to the hook, and then hit the first one, you know, do your little thing, you know, 12 bars if possible. You know, most songs is 12 bars. It ain't even 16 of them. Most, you know, do 12 bars, you know, let that chorus hit again, have a little break or something, go into another little verse. Or most songs now in the last past year, like if you notice, like all ride wave tracks, that's just one verse. Like literally just one verse. That's it. One verse, 116, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's hits, man. That's getting millions of, like millions and millions of you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta check the game, man. Check the game and see how it's moving. You know, don't just stay stuck up here and how you do it. Check the game out and see how it's moving. You know, ain't nothing wrong with making a 2 minute and 30-second beat, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 2 minute and 12-second beat. Nothing. Trust me, that's the ones they want. That's it. You know, so hurry up and get your beat wrapped up. Us as composers, we just kind of lose ourselves in the composition of the track. You know, that's just us as we make the track from a composer standpoint. So we lose ourselves in the composition of the track. So next thing you know, we got three 16-bar verses, you know, a chorus after everybody. Now your beat going in a 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Like what? You know what I'm saying? That's 2.5 tracks in the real world. Literally, that's 2.5 tracks in the real world. Seriously, it is. Your one beat. That's 2.5 songs in the real world. Let me see what else I got. Some more comments. Would love to watch a video of you dropping some audio. I'm down to see you did the best beat and drop the bars. Oh yeah, man, I can do that. I actually told you guys I was gonna do that. Yeah, it's gonna be a stream that I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna widen out this camera view right here. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna widen out this camera view right here. You see what I'm saying? And once I widen out the camera view, push the camera back, y'all gonna be able to see the microphones right here. You know, so I'm gonna pull one of the microphones into put it on the stand with a filter. I got the filters in the back. Put a filter around it, a screen, mic shield, and I'm gonna pull it up here. And yeah, I'm gonna make a beat, drop some lyrics on it. You know, y'all gonna even help with the lyrics. I'm gonna have y'all help me write the lyrics. You know, I don't really write too much though. You know, very rarely do I write to a track now. I just kind of free, like the stuff y'all hear, I just kind of freestyle it. You know, I just kind of, you know, like my intro, you know, that's a track that I did. I have other tracks on YouTube, you know, some raps on YouTube that I did. Most of that stuff I kind of just freestyle, man. I don't really, you know, or I like to do takes. You know, I'm not really to write it down and try and read off a phone. You know, I like to just do takes. I do a take, you know, say some stuff, and I play it back, listen to it. See, you know, I have the engineer play it back, listen to it, see how it sounds. You know, if I like it, I keep it. If I don't, then I do another take. You know, I do takes, and then keep what I like. They call that comping vocals. That's what I do to artists when I record them. Most artists come in ready to record with a rap on their phone. What I tell them is, do takes. Don't just stick to what's on your phone. Like do what's on your phone. I help them kind of record, you know, and it helps them to expand their process. Like if y'all audio engineers out there, for anybody that is an audio engineer that's listening to this, you know, like your job is to guide your artists, is to guide them, not just to record their stuff and get their money. Help them to get better as an artist. You know, so what I found is just from me recording, you know, when I used to record, I was a recording artist a while back, you know, but what I found is that you have them record their vocal, whatever they came in with, you know, but then after they record that, then have them just do takes, just do different takes, saying different stuff on a microphone. Cause it's some of those other takes that come natural that they didn't write down and try and recite. Some of them takes, you're gonna be able to comp those vocals and add them little pieces in there, because it's gonna sound more natural. It was just coming off the top of their head. And the reason why they're able to do it is because they already have the original song recorded. They recorded what's on their phone or what they wrote already. They recorded that already. So they're more comfortable to just do some crazy takes. And I guarantee you, man, most of that stuff you're going to end up comping into the real vocal. You're going to comp it into the real vocal. But that's what I found. And it helps them become more natural. And when they see themselves doing that, then more and more times they come in with ideas now. They're not coming in with full lyrics. They just come in with ideas and want to record with ideas because they want you to help them to do that same thing. So they don't even write full verses no more. It's just ideas they got wrote down. And then you record them like that. You see what I'm saying? That way you'll have some natural stuff in there. You don't just have what came off of all what they pre-wrote. You got some natural stuff that they just said on the spur of the moment. Some of the little ad libs and all of that, they just say all of that on the spur of the moment, man. And that's usually the best takes when it's done naturally. Flying Blind say big ups to you. You're like a philanthropist. Philanthropist. Who said philanthropist? That's funny, man. That's funny, dog. That's why we appreciate that, Universal Soul. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for rocking with me, man. I appreciate that, man. Matthew Adams say thank you for sharing your knowledge and skill. Much respect, man. All the time, man. Anything I can do to get on these things and help you guys out, I'm gonna try and do, man. This was a rather quiet stream, but we didn't get as crump. As I said, this was just impromptu. I had to do this anyway, so I figured why not do it live for you guys? You know what I'm saying? I had to do it anyway. So let's see. Dopalicious gems for days. Thanks, Drink. Much respect, Dope. I hope you guys gonna be there on Saturday, man. Saturday night. I'll come to the sample flip contest, man. You know what I'm saying? Dopalicious, just in case y'all don't know, Dopalicious in the chat, he won our first ever sample flip contest. He won it. We had what I did was after the sample flip contest, after we did that, then I took the best beats and we had a contest. We had a beat battle with him. I don't plan on doing that all the time, but sometimes I'll do it if the beats is hot. After y'all flip the beats and deal with the sample, if they hot, then yeah, we'll do a beat battle. But sometimes I may, sometimes I might not. But on the first one we did that, and Dopalicious won that, man. So just in case y'all didn't know, man, he in the chat now. So congratulations to him again for that, man. And then the other two we had some other people won those, man. So, and the winner of the sample flip contest, the prize at the end, the big prize is that you have a beat collab with myself. Which means, you're gonna book one of my sessions for free. It's a free session. You're gonna book one of my sessions. We're gonna get online, on screen, both of us, and yeah, we're gonna cook up some bangers, man. We're gonna cook up some heat, and see if we can get that out to somebody, man. Most of the stuff we do make sales. I don't know. Dopalicious did you hear anything back on your track yet? I don't know if you did or not. I know two recent people got something. Two recent people got something. I remember some type of payment being sent. I don't know if that was you or not, but I remember some type of payment being sent out to two other people for a collab that we did. I don't know if that was you. So, but yeah, your tracks. Me myself, when I make beats, the reason why I do that is because when I make beats, my beats are designed to do something. Most people in this game, they don't really do it professionally. Some of you guys may, but most don't. This is what I do for a living. I make beats. I'm an audio engineer. Like everything about this is I don't do nothing else. All of this feeds me, my family, everybody. My crew, my squad, the people that work for me. My whole team. It feeds us all. So. I make music to do something. So if I make music with you, then it's not just sitting on a hard drive somewhere. That's not how I work. That's not how I work. You know what I'm saying? Like beats go places. They do stuff, So if I make something with you, then it's definitely going in a batch of beats that we send in somewhere or go and do something. It's going in there. And if they pick it up, I can't make people get on the track, but if they pick it up, then definitely. But it's better to have your beats out there doing that than just sitting on your hard drive making them. So that's why I give you guys that opportunity to collab with me, get the beat out there somewhere, and who knows, man? You know, who knows? If it's hot and we create some fire, then definitely be picked up from somebody, man. The next thing you know, you're getting a little payment, man. Dope Alicia say nothing yet, but hopefully soon. I could have swore that was you, man. You might want to check your email, dog. I could have swore that was you, man. You might want to check, because that was just recent, man. That was like a few days ago I saw that, man. You know, but I just can't remember the name. But something want to tell me that was you, bro. But so you might want to check your email, check something, man. I don't know, check your account or something, dude. But but maybe not. Maybe it wasn't you, man. I don't know. For some reason I thought it was you. But yeah, 2 people I know we send our payments for their tracks. You know, we created something on the we collab, and yeah, we made a few tracks, bro. You know, it just depends on how fast you can work, man. Like normally it's better to, you know, cause like that time go fast online. You know, like when me and Dope Alicia was online, like we cooked up I think 2 beats, and that time went by fast, man. Cause we was talking and laughing and all of that. You know, that's a good dude, man. You know, just in case y'all don't know, man, we was talking and laughing and doing all kind of stuff. You know, but we cooked up. And that time went by super fast, man. So, you know, like you gotta be locked in. You know, like for the guys that's getting paid off that, like we get on a session, dude, we cook up like about 5 beats. You know what I'm saying? One of them do Andrew with what's his name? I can only remember his first name, but his name is Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. Yeah, I know he got paid. I know he got a little something. And the reason why is because just in that little session we cooked up 7 beats. So, and all 7 of them. So the more beats you got out there, that's the better chance you gotta say. If we just put 2 out there or 1, then, you know, then, you know, it's like a needle in a haystack. But the more beats we cook up and put out there, that's the more chances you gotta get money. So I think me and Dope only cooked up like, we cooked up like just 2 maybe, I think. So it's good to get, you gotta get locked in them sessions, you know. I'm a locked in kind of and I could tell he was too. But in his defense, him, Andrew, he's been making beats for a long time. He got a beat store, he got everything. So he been making, so he understand that concept. Like when it's time to work, it's time to work. So we got locked in and we work, bro. Like for them, you know, he was quiet on his end, I was quiet on my end, and then every now and then we'll pop on the microphone and be like, hey man, let me listen to what you got. I'll let him listen to what I got, he listen to what I got. Then we send the file, you know. We was working on that satellite sessions thing. You know, Mixed in Key got that satellite sessions thing for free, where you can load it into your software, into your MPC software as a VST, and both of y'all can work on the same track, and you can hear what both people doing. All satellite sessions. If y'all not, he the one introduced me. I knew about it, but I never messed with it. He put me on as soon as I got on. I was just ready to send files back and forth because you can do that. You know, that's all I was ready to do. And I do it quick. You know, we do it quick. So that's all I was ready to do. And then he was like, yeah, man, you should get on satellite sessions. And I was like, yeah, I heard about that, dude. Like, what that's all about. I know you can kind of, somebody can load it up on their end and their software, and I can load it up on mine, and then we can hear what everybody say. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. You can invite them to the project. You can invite multiple people to the project to work, and everybody can hear what everybody doing. You can even drag and drop files, and they'll see it on their screen. They'll see it. So, you know, he got me up and running with that real quick, man. You know, and I'm pretty computer savvy. Like, it don't take me long to figure out how a plugin work. You know, it don't take me long at all, man. So as soon as I loaded it up, it's very simple. It's easy. I figured it out in like 3 minutes. You know, how to drag stuff in, how to work, how to have both people hear the audio, how to invite somebody to it. I figured that out in like 3-4 minutes, and we was working after that, and I liked it, man. The only thing is, it wasn't that stable at the time. It kept kind of cutting out. It would cut, like, we worked for about 3 minutes, then it cut out. You know. And all you got to do is just close the plugin and reopen it again, and then it's back working again. So it just had a few little bugs, but it's free. You know, you can't expect it to run 100%. It's free, but it's a good little way to work, man. You know, so but I'd rather send the files because to me it's a little bit quicker. You know, but I don't know, but that's a good little way to work. But I remember him. The reason I'm talking about him is because, you know, me and him made like 7 beats, 7 just cooking up. You know what I'm saying? And we made like two dance beats, and I'm talking about genres because that's what he like. He like different genres. You know, we made like 2 trap beats, 2 dance beats. We made a drill beat. so we got all of these different genres of beats after this session, and we worked fast. You know, he worked just as fast as me because he been doing it for a while. He worked just as fast as me. When I was finishing up something, he was sending me something else. I was like, damn, dude. So we just kept working. So we got 7 beats at the end of the session. I sent them all out because they was all nice. I sent them all out, and sure enough, man, the dude got paid. But that's the way you do it, though. You know, so if any one of y'all ever get on one of them collab sessions, man, come locked in. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the time to be, you know, oh, what's up? Yeah, let me tell you about this. All right, man, come locked in, ready to work, man, because that's money time, dude. Like, seriously, it's money time. It may look like it's clowning time. Yeah, we gonna get online and make some bit, but that's money time, bro. You just done been invited to the money table, bro, to make some money real quick. So come locked in, ready to work, bro. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the time to be clowning and chilling. And he understood that. Dude came in, he was like, yeah, man, let's make these beats, brother. Like, normally we kind of talk a little bit when I get on a session with somebody. We talk a little bit. Yeah, how was your day? Dude came on the session. Yeah, bro, let's start, man. I got a few samples I'm gonna send you right now. That's how you came into the room. I said, all right, send them to me, man. And next day, you know, in 5 minutes we was working, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just come locked in, man. Come locked in, ready to work, bro. That's how you do it. That way you can create a lot. It's all about quantity, man. How many can you make? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you notice, beats then got real simple now. Like, they kind of simple. You know, that leaves space for the artist. Leave the artist is about to do their thing, not your beat. So beats then become real simple. So you got to get into that mentality of working, you know, 10 beats, boom, done. 15 beats, done. You know, get into that mentality of that, man. It'll help you to understand how this game is moving now. Instead of just being in the backfield, just watching it move. You'll start to understand how it works now. So get into that mentality, man. Hopefully from watching me, you guys will start to understand that. You know, like, I'm in the middle of it. I sell people beats. I'm up to date with the new stuff that's happening with beat making. You know, and the reason why is because I'm in a circle of people that's always discussed and always talked about. You know, in a business circle of people. So I understand how that works, you know. I'm not the best at it. I'm not claiming I'm the best at it, but I do have knowledge on how this game is working in 2021. I got knowledge on it, which is why I'm you know, like, you don't get to the top of the charts on your beat selling store. You don't get in the top 100 by not knowing how to sell beats, bro. Like, they put me up there for a reason, dog. Y'all know that, man. Y'all saw it. They put me up there for a reason, dude. You know what I'm saying? So. But you just gotta understand the game and how it works, man. And then you tap into it. You just tap into it. But when you come to your session, I was just telling y'all that. So if ever y'all get a beat collab session with me, when you come to that session, now I ain't talking about your other sessions that you book for MPC sessions and mixing and help and all of that stuff like that. When you book that's your time. You booking, you can handle that however you want. But when you come for that beat collab, man, get locked in, because that is your ticket to the money table. You have just been introduced to the money table. That's what I call it. Because whatever we do can possibly make money. It can. And you at that table now. So come locked in, man. Come locked in, ready to bust them out, man. It was fun and crazy. Dope say it was fun and crazy. Yeah, nothing in my email, but it was so much fun. Good, man. Good. The 2 that we made was hot, though. You know, I ain't gonna lie. The 2 that we made was real hot, though. I hope somebody do something with one of them, man. What's up, David Scott, man? Appreciate you tuning in, dog. Thanks so much, man. On YouTube, man. Appreciate you tuning in. He said, thank you for all your videos. You are a blessing. Oh, man. Yeah, much appreciated, dog. Much appreciated, man. I got a few more coming for you. I've been kind of lagging on the YouTube thing because I've been streaming a lot lately. I know a lot of y'all didn't figure it out, then kind of saw that. You know, I got more streaming stuff up now because that's what I'm trying to get going, man. The streaming content, make sure that I'm on a platform for that. So I'm trying to build that. So, you know, I kind of been dropping YouTube videos every now and again, you know, but you're gonna always see some type of streaming video up like this one. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all watch them though. Watch the streaming videos just like y'all watch my other videos, man. Watch them because they got jewels in that. You know, they just long videos because we streaming. But y'all watching, man. They got jewels and gems. I always come with some type of knowledge, man, to bring to this table. I'm not just on here acting a fool. I always pre-think of things to bring to y'all. You know, so while I'm on here acting crazy, I can still bring some type of knowledge to you guys. So I literally, before these streams, I literally pre-think of things that I'm gonna bring to the table. Different stuff that I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna bring here on the stream. That way you guys always, no matter what you're watching, whether it's a YouTube video, a stream, whatever, you always can take something from it. Something you got from it that you didn't know. Mike Elliott say he just poured another drink. Fingers crossed, another cooker. For real, man, for real. O2 said, when is the battle again? We're not doing a battle. We're doing a sample flip contest. Come to the sample flip. The sample flip contest is Saturday. This Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you know, just follow my social media, man. I posted everywhere. You know, I posted everywhere before the day before. So probably sometime tomorrow, you're gonna see it go up. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it go up on my Instagram, on the website. You know, for those guys that's logged into my website, that subscribe to my website, you all get notified of everything, man. So y'all gonna see all of that probably tomorrow. You know, if it go, I'm saying that now. Remember what I'm saying. I want to do that. That's what I want to do for Saturday. It's not written in stone yet, but I want to. I'm trying for Saturday to do that. I've never held a stream night on a weekend. I've always done it during the week because I figure that's when most people is at their house. You know, y'all just get off of work or whatever. It's late during the day. Everybody kind of home. You know, like most people don't really go nowhere. You know, for the weekday, but on a weekend, people kind of jet out. You know. Come 8, 9 o'clock, they gone, you know. So I just want to kind of see how it's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? If more people gonna be on, or if it's a better time to stream, or if I should start doing something on the weekends now, or you know, or I gotta see. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold it on a weekend. I'm gonna hold it this Saturday night. Hold a sample flip contest this Saturday night. We just gonna see how it go. If it pan out, if everybody there and everybody show up, or it go good, then I might start holding a few things on the weekend, man, instead of just doing everything on a weekday. Everybody got different lives, different schedules, so we gotta kind of see what works for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So gotta test it out to see. So yeah, just keep your ear to the ground on my social media. Follow me, follow my social media. If you're not subscribed to my, if none of y'all subscribe to my website, make sure you guys go do that. You know, all you gotta do is just go to my website. You know, put your email address in. Boom, that's done. Now you're following my website. That way, you know, whatever new stuff we do, sample packs, lube kits, when we do discounts, all that stuff, you get notified of all of that. You don't just see it. You don't just happen to run across it. You actually get notified of it. We don't spam you with no stuff because we ain't trying to sell nothing to you, you know? So we ain't got no advertisements to spam you with. So don't worry about people blowing up your email, telling you every 5 minutes to check this out. That ain't how that works. You just get notified of the stuff that we do. You get notified first, you know, because it hit the website first. So anything that hit the website, you're going to get notified of. So y'all just keep y'all ear to the ground, man. I'm gonna try and push it for Saturday, you know. So if y'all don't see anything up, you know, by Friday, by tomorrow, you know, the ending of tomorrow, whatever, and quite possibly Saturday didn't work out. But chances are, even if it don't work out, I'm still gonna jump on a stream, jump on a live, and make some beats or something Saturday, because that's what I like to do. You know, especially this Saturday. I ain't got too much going on. I got one little thing I gotta do, but I'm gonna be back in town for that night. So once I get back, then yeah, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna make some beats for y'all. You know, even if it's not the sample flip contest, even if it's not that, I'm still gonna go on live and make some beats, bro. So that does it for the stream, man. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are serious. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys want to tip anything to the channel, if you guys got anything out of the channel and you guys don't want to tip, remember that your tips is what keep all of this going. You know, it keep everything moving. It keep me giving y'all stuff, getting gifts for you guys, because everything you tip to the channel, I match out of my pocket dollar for dollar to you guys, and I go get some prizes for y'all, man. You know, some stuff that I can give away. You know, so everything that's how I give away the sample packs, the loop kits. Speaking of my sample packs, y'all get ready. 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 Get ready. Get ready. I'm telling you right now. I'm letting it be heard right now. Get ready. You guys are the first to hear it. Let me set it up real quick. Hold up. Let me set it up real quick. Let it be known. Let it be known. Let me get out of all of this. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see this right here? Let it be known. Let it be known right now. The ice cold heat loop kit. The ice cold heat loop kit. And the Iron Fist drum kit. Understand this. Will be dropping this weekend. It will be dropping this weekend. You understand what I'm saying? It will be dropping this weekend. So you guys have heard it first on the live stream. I know you guys was wondering. I know you guys was. All I was telling you guys was it's coming soon. It's coming soon. And I swear, I'm serious. I got about 35. I got about 35 IG messages asking me where to get the kits from. You know, because a bunch of people saw it and thought it was out. They were like, man, where I get the new kits from? Where I get the new drum kit? Where I get the new... It's not out. It's unreleased. You know, it's unreleased. But you guys have heard it first on the live stream that both of them, the Iron Fist drum kit and the Ice Cold Heat loop kit, are dropping this weekend. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it. I don't know the exact date, but this weekend is dropping. It's dropping to the best of my knowledge. You know, now that everything else done been hashed out with it. You know, remember these sample packs they go other places, not just my website. They go to other people websites as well. So all of that got to be hashed out before. You guys just get it on my website, but they go to other people's stuff as well. You know, I'm in business with other companies that sell sample packs and stuff. So they want packs when I create them. You know what I'm saying? So all of this business got to be hashed out as to who getting what percentages, all that stuff like it got to be hashed out from these different places my stuff about to go before I just release it. So and I think all of that has come to the conclusion of being hashed. And I don't hash none of that out. I don't take care of none of that. You know, I gotta manage that, take care of all of that, all of the business stuff like that. So now that everything done been hashed, I think everything is coming to its completion. We got all the numbers straight. So now y'all about to see it. Y'all about to see it drop, man. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. The Iron Fist drum kit and the Ice Cold Heat loop kit. One is a melody kit. The loop kit is 15 rich piano melodies, you know, with my updated sound that I have now. You know, what you guys have been hearing, the updated sound. You know, as I told y'all before, my sound has took a drastic change from like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Like literally, I just started doing a few things differently. And that sound that I have has evolved into this. You know, I wanted to make a loop kit that kind of showcases that new type of sound. So that's all in here. That's all in this loop kit right here. You guys will definitely notice the difference. You guys will, 100%. You will. You know, like from my VVS loop kit. My VVS loop kit is awesome. It literally, I keep telling you guys made that the highest selling loop kit I got. You know, it literally soared past my Dungeon drum kit. It soared past every kit that was up there that was selling heavy. The VVS loop kit just bypassed all of that, man. So you guys did that. You know, I'm not buying my own loop kit, so it must be hot if you guys buying it like that and made it the top selling loop kit. So this one right here is next. You know, so I don't, you know, and in my opinion, when I listen to the loops out of VVS loop kit, I listen to this loop kit. You know, I think this one, the updated sound is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit more on point. You know, the VVS loop kit is awesome. I ain't gonna lie. Like I did you know, I put my heart into that, man. You know, I did. But this is just a different type of sound. It's not. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. It's not better than the VVS loop kit. It's just different. You know, you guys are gonna notice the difference. Those of you guys that have my sample packs and get them, you're gonna notice the difference with the ice cold, with the ice cold heat loop kit. You're gonna notice the difference. And then the drum kit, this new sound with the ice cold heat loop, this new sound that I have, this new way that I have of carving my sounds and doing different things with them, has led me to a different style of drums. When I started doing this with my melodies, I noticed that the drums I was using, from my other kits, my drums that I use, you know, I created those for the other sound I had. But now with this updated sound, those drums fit, but not as good. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make a whole new drum kit that matches this new sound that I have. So that's what I worked on for the past 4 months. That's the Iron Fist drum kit. The Iron Fist drum kit matches that sound, that updated sound, you know, with the full thicker drums. Like before, my drum sounds are very crisp, sharp and crisp. They have the tonal quality, they're very sharp and crisp. You'll notice these drums are very full. You know, still has that sharp crispness, but they just full and thick, you know, because that's how my melodies are now. They're very full, very, very rich. And the reason why I updated my sound is because I'm putting less and less into my beats. So I had to learn how to make my sound more full because it has less instruments on it now. So I started to make beats in a different way, design my melodies in a different way whenever I'm creating. And that's how this loop kit came about. I practiced, you know, I got in the lab, practice, you know, that's how you do it. You just practice, try some new stuff, try this, try that, different plugins, try this, try that, you know, try EQing my melodies a different way. I just tried a whole bunch of stuff, and I hit on a few things, and I combined those few things I hit on into another way of making melodies, a different way of making melodies that I have. You know, shaping them, carving them, making them fit. You know, it's a different way I do it now. So I wanted to make a loop kit to showcase that, man, to showcase the design of it, man. I played the loop kit on my last stream. I went through a few of the samples on my last stream. You know, I'll click on one here for you guys right now. For you guys, this is what the loop kit comes with. It comes with the loops, the MPC expansion, the artwork, and then the royalty-free text. That's what y'all gonna get. Yes, it does have the MPC expansion, both of the packs, both of them, the loop kit and the drum kit. It has the MPC expansion, so you can pull it in and you'll have the artwork right down on your screen, and the files. With the loops, I'm gonna play one for you guys. That's just a little something for you guys, man, just to showcase a little bit of what's in it. I don't want to play too much, but that's the melody that's in the loop kit, man. Just a little something, you know. So yeah, that's the 2 loop kits, man. So hopefully, man, you know. So you guys heard it here first on the stream. You guys heard it here first on the live stream. These are dropping this weekend. If they don't drop this weekend, then that's out of my control. That's out of my control. Before what I know of, from what I know, all of the business has been hashed out. This is supposed to be dropping. Like, I thought it was going to be coming out today. I thought I was going to get on this stream right here with you guys and be able to tell you it's out. Go get it. That's what I thought today, but it ain't happening. So it got to be happening within the next few days, man. Like either tomorrow or Saturday, one of them days, it got to be happening. So, because everything seemed like it's already done, man. You know, all the paperwork, all the stuff, everything's already done. So, yeah, man, you know, we're gonna release it, bro. So y'all be on the lookout. Both of the kits is going down, man. Y'all stay on the lookout, man. Quick question for you: is it good to book a mix session and a help session together, or just 2 hours of one or the other? Just depends on what you need help with. You know, just depends. It's all up to you. We work at your pace. That's what it says up there. So, you know, it's all up to you on what you want to book. You know, if you're a person that can multitask and can remember 2 things at once, you know, then, you know, me personally, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. If I gotta be locked into something, that's just me. I'm not really too good of a, you know, my attention here for one time, and then my is over here. I'm not really too good at that. I ain't gonna lie. So I gotta be locked into something. So, you know, me, if I was booking something like that, then I'd probably just book 2 hours of one and 2 hours, and that way I could stay focused here. And then another time I'm gonna be focusing. It's just me, you know. But some people can multitask like that and retain all the information just like that. So it just depend on you, man, and how you wanna work. It's all up to your discretion. If it wasn't, then I could easily lock all of it off to where you can only book one out of the other. I could do all of that, but I left it open for you to work how you want to work. That's the first thing you read up there when you go to the booking form. I want to show you guys that too. I want to show you guys that real quick, man. I don't think I ever showed you guys like live on screen what it is, you know, how it works. So this is a good time right while we ending the stream. I'm gonna go to my website here real quick. And I'll show you guys how it works. This is my website right here. This is it right here. Okay, my sound kits, the new one. These the new ones that's coming soon. You know, this is the link for my sound to go to my sound kit store. You know, you can go to my sound kit store and check out all of my sound kits. All of them are there. My beat store is there as well. You know, wherever that's at. I forgot how to look up here. Sound kits and then beat store. This is my beat store right here. Feel my beats on it. You can do all of that from there. Also on the website, you got to send your beats to me. If you go to the menu, you can see everything. The menu is up here at the top. So if you go to Skype video music production help session, that's the one. A lot of you guys are going to the book studio time thing, man. And I mean, I don't understand why, because you see clothes right here. This is for like, I run studios. This is for booking of studios, like studio time, like coming into the studio. My studios are closed due to what we're going through. It's closed. And I don't want people coming in right now. You know, hopefully that clears up soon so we can do that. But for right now, it's closed. So online Skype music production sessions, that's what you want. Click that. And then there it is. Akai Music Production Help Service. Has a few of my past videos with my tutorials, just so you guys can kind of see the information you will be taking in. You know, you can click on those videos and watch them on YouTube if you want. And then you go down, it says now you can have Drink Kang right in your own studio live via Skype. You know, click the image for more. And this is the form that you fill out. It takes you right to the form. This is it. So it asks, are you having trouble with your music production? Are your mixes not sounding as great as you would like? Or would you like to learn more on how to use the MPC software and make countless hit records? Maybe you are an up-and-coming artist that just wants to work with me live. You know, music artists too can book sessions, not just producers, music artists too. There's a place on there. If you look at the options, there's a place for a custom beat making session. So you get me online. If you're an artist, I'll make beats for you, man. Like literally online, right? For like the same way you see me making beats right here. I'm gonna make beats for you online. You get to listen to them, write some lyrics to them while I'm making them, doing all of that. You get to do all of that online with me. Change up the beat if you want, make some suggestions on it. All of that stuff you get to do, and then you can get the beat. You can get the beats we make. See what I'm saying? So artists can do too. Maybe, you know, if you're an artist that want to work online, you know, which I do I do a lot of that. You know. Like I do a lot of the help sessions as well with all of you guys. I think we got like over 600 or 700 people that book them help sessions, that book these help sessions, you know? And, but that's just for the help sessions. Artists that I work with online, that's like I can't even count. I didn't lost count. That's every day, all the time. Like tonight, later on tonight, I'm going to be online with artists, like probably like 1 in the morning. We're going to get online and I'm going to make some beats for them. You know, so that's all the time. I don't even have a number for them. That's all the time, every day. You know, I'm always making beats for artists online. You know, they listen to beats. They ask me what I give them ideas. They give me ideas of what they want. I cook up. Same way you guys see me cooking up. The only difference is, you know, you get the beat, you know. So you can book that. What else it says? Now you can have the opportunity to schedule a one-on-one live video help session via Skype, no matter your skill level. We work at your pace. That's what I meant. That's what I was telling you guys. It tells you right here that we work at your pace. It's like having me personally over your shoulder, helping you to make your music creating process better. Then it's just simple, man. You fill out your name, you know, email, phone number, you know. Then you pick your date right here. Anything that's available. Like you pick your date. Anything that's available. The black ones are available. So that should give you an idea of how much they booked up. None of them dates available. So the black ones are what's available. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's coming up that's available, you know. So, but all of them other days is booked up. They have been booked up. And yeah, you pick your date right here, and then you pick your time. You know, the days you pick, it will tell you the time slots that you can pick. So you can pick a 10 a.m. session, a 1 p.m. session, 4 p.m., 7 p.m. session. And it tells you right here, all sessions take place on Eastern Standard Time. So whatever you pick, just make sure that you calculate it up for Eastern Standard Time. So if you pick one of these times, make sure that you go on your own, or you go check your own time and see when that is on your own time. See what I'm saying? Because the session will take place on Eastern Standard Time, regardless of if you're there or not. It will take place on Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so you know it has a box that you check to make sure you understand that. See what I'm saying? So you just check that box. Then your address. You don't have to really put your address in, or just your city where you're from. I like to know where all of you guys are from, not your actual address where you live, but just the city and the state wherever you're from. Then it asks you what MPC you're using. You can check whichever one you're using, the X Live Studios, the software only, or not the MPC 1, MPC Live 2, MPC Renaissance, or the MPC Beats free software. You just check one. Or if you're not using any software, if you're just an artist or whatever, you're using a different software, Logic or FL Studio or whatever, you want just some music production tips, then you just check not applicable. Then it asks you, which are you? Do I make music for fun? Do I hope to make music for a living? Am I a professional music producer? Music is my main source of income. Am I a music artist looking for custom beats? So you just check whichever one you are. Do you make music for fun? Are you hoping to make sales off music? That way when it gives me an idea of what you're trying to do with yourself in this game, what you're trying to do here. Some people are trying to go past just making beats for fun. They want to make this a career, forever, and do the, so those people, I teach them different things. If you're somebody that's making music for fun, obviously I'm not going to get into, career movements and how to do the art. I'm not going to get into that with you, because you just kind of making music for fun. You got something you doing already for a living. But if you're somebody that's trying to make a living out, then I'm gonna teach you in a different manner. That way it directs you to that goal, to trying to, so it's not, I don't want to teach somebody some stuff that they're not interested in, that they're not trying to learn. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I need all of this information right here. Then you can, in this box, you can just tell us anything you want about yourself. Anything you want. Where you're from, what you do, how you got into music, your social media. It kind of gives you a little idea what you can do. Is there anything about you? What does it say? Is there anything about you or your information we should know? How long have you been making music? What do you plan on learning from your session? What is your social media contact, etc.? So all of that you can put in this box right here in a little message to us if you want anything. And then after you fill all that out, then you pick what you want. And these are the options right here. You can pick mixing, mixing for 1 hour. Session is $24.99. This is the music production help. If you need music production, it says Akai music production, but if you're on any software, and you just want to learn a few things, a few tips and tricks on music production, then you book a music production help session. And then, I'll show you something, no matter what software you're using, it's some things I can show you that still applies, no matter what software you're in, it still applies. It'll help you out, as my YouTube videos do. If you watch my YouTube channel, a lot of people that watch my YouTube channel don't even use MPC. They watch it because they understand the information that I tell you can be used in pretty much any software you are in. It can. There are some videos that I have to teach you directly from the MPC. I have to teach you something directly in the MPC. But if you understand the concept of it, I like to teach concepts, not how to do something. I teach you a concept. A concept you can take anywhere and go do something with it. If I teach you how to work this, then you can only work this. But if I teach you a concept on how to work this, then you can take that concept and go bring it over there and work there with it, and to go bring it over there and work there, because you understand the general concept of what I taught you. You understand it. I didn't just teach you how to do this. Okay. So that's your help sessions right there. Then the last one is online collab, so if you want to collab with me, if you're a producer that want to collab, if you're an artist that want to collab, all of that, you can book that session as well. Boom. And then the next one is exclusive sample packs, which I get a lot of these requests right here. People want these sample packs that you guys wait on me to make. I can make one specifically for you. And it will have what you want in it. So I make exclusive sample packs for people, exclusive just for you, and it's royalty free. You don't owe me anything. You just pay for it, and you don't owe me nothing. And you can do whatever you want with the sample pack. Like, you can go sell it on your own if you want. Like, if you have a sound kit store that you have, or you selling, say, you can go sell it on your own if you want. That's your money. You can make whatever you just pay for just the session. And you know, so you can either use it for yourself, go sell it, do whatever you want. But I'll make loop kits for you. You know, like whatever type. If you want piano melody loop kits, if you want, you know, lo-fi loop kits, if you want whatever, you know, I'll make loop kits for you for whatever you want. So, and then you can choose the different options down here, whatever you want, you know, whichever one you want. There are different ways I can do this, and you just choose whatever you want right here. Like, it'll come with the loop kit will come like how mine come, with the full like, if you were somebody that want to sell loop kits, but you don't make loops that well, but you want to sell loop kits, I'll make them for you, and I'll have the 3D artwork, you know, like how mine are, the box style artwork like mine, like this. I'll have the artwork for you, you know, the 3D artwork. If you got a logo, we'll put that on it for you. What else? It'll have the files in it, how mine are, the loops, the MPC expansion. It'll have everything ready for you to sell it. Everything ready for you to sell it. All you got to do is just go put it somewhere and sell it. Put a price on it and go sell it. And we don't want nothing for it. You know, that's all your money. Everything is royalty free. We don't want no half of it, no percentage of what you selling, no nothing. We just make the sound kit for you. You pay for it, and boom, there you go. Start selling it, man. I don't care if you make $1 million off one of my sound kits. Do your thing. Kudos to you, dude. Just hit me up and say thanks, man. That's all. That's all I ask. You know. Yeah, I get a lot of these. I get a lot of people want sample pack. A lot. Like, you know, people just want loop kits. You know, they want their own personal loop kits. They just want them to make beats with, and to, you know, to chop up and do their own thing with. You know, it's like having your own personal sounds. You know, it's like having somebody making your own personal sounds for you. So what else they have in here? Or if you're somebody that doesn't want to sell loop kits, but you just want to make beats with them, then there's an option in here for that. Obviously, you're not going to need all of the other stuff like the artwork and all that stuff like that. You're not going to need any of that, because you just want the loops to cook up for yourself. So there's an option here. Obviously, that's cheaper. You know, there's an option here. So y'all can go check all of that. That's the way it works. And then if you have any promo codes, which we do give away, you know, promo codes, that's what you guys receive when you win. Stuff like when you win hours of help sessions, then you receive, then, you know, my people from the email will send you some type of promo code. That way you can put that in and get discounts. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it's a percentage off. And then these are the terms and conditions. This just tells you a little bit about, you know, about how we work the sessions. You know, if we're online and you're not, then, you know, the only time we refund is if it's our fault for anything. Like if anything happens and I wasn't able to show up, or then we'll refund your money, or you can book another session or anything like that. You know, you can rebook or whatever. But that kind of explains your terms and conditions, all of that. So you read that so you can understand. And then, yeah, that's it, man. You know, you pay for it, you hit submit, and you pay for it, and done. Gives you your total right here, and you pay for it. Pretty much. That's it, man. It's real simple. You know, really, really easy to do. That's why a lot of people do it. You know, as I said, we have over 600 people that's doing this right now, man. Over, like, easily, because it was like close to 600 when we checked like a few months ago. It was over. So I know, it's, you know, and we keep track of people. Like when you book so many sessions, we keep track of you. We now open up a file. You have a file. This is all done in a very, very business fashion. You know, it's just not, oh, book a session, I'm gonna get online with you, we're gonna do some stuff. No, man, you have a file that's made for you. That way we can keep track of what you did in your sessions, how you did it, you know, if you're progressing, how many sessions you book, what discounts we giving you, everything. We got all of that in your file. We know who you are, because it's just not my job to just get on here and teach you stuff. It's my job to build some type of connection with you. You know, that way you feel comfortable with me. You feel comfortable about taking in the information, all of that. So I need to know who you are and how. And I handle so many people with this that I need someone to keep track of you guys. You know, so I know who you are. So, you know, Everything is done real professionally, man. And I put a lot of thought and a lot of time into doing this. You know, I just didn't cook this up and just jump online with everybody showing you some stuff about the MPC. No, there's a purpose for this, and the people that have taken it know the like that's what they thought, that, oh man, they, like most of the guys that take this, that have taken this and have done this, they didn't know it was that professional. Like when they get online, they didn't know. They thought it was just, yeah, we just gonna meet on Skype and just do our thing. No, man, man. You know, there are free things from companies that you will get. You know, from different companies that I have that's involved in this, that's involved in my music, in my live help sessions. I have different companies that sponsor me with this. So they give me things to give to you on these sessions. You know, like free VSTs, free stuff, you know, they give me things to give to you. You know, like for my mixing sessions, I have a mixing course. Not only can you book mixing sessions here, you know, you can go here and go down here and choose the mixing session. But I have mixing courses as well. It's kind of like a class I put you through. This is a session that you can book whenever you want. The class takes place over a period of time, and you just show up on specific days. You don't have to book. You pay for the class, and then you show up on these. It's just like going to school. You show up on these specific days. If you take that class is not on here. You can't book that on here. You have to hit my inquiries email up, and you have to be invited to that. The people that have taken the mixing courses, those people are the ones that are chosen and offered that class, just depending on how well you do at your own sessions that you book. You know, we now offer you the chance to take a class. Like somebody that's booking these sessions and doing really, really well at them. Eventually, I'm going to offer you the class. Like, man, you need to get off of booking these sessions and you need to come take my class. You know, that you're going to learn some totally different stuff, because you're doing so well at the stuff you booking for yourself. You know, and at the end of that class, I'm able to give you plugins, like top tier plugins. I feel that if you pass my mixing class, then you should have the top-notch equipment to do it. Now you know how to do it, so you should have the top-notch plugins to do it. So I'm I'm literally gonna give you, you know, it's literally over $1,200 worth of plugins. Just for mixing, you know, they're top-notch plugins, and they're really good, and even I use them. So you're gonna get that. I feel that if somebody puts in the work, and if they do well at the sessions, you know, at the stuff that they do, and they've done it all, and they went through everything, then you should absolutely have the best to do it. So I got with the company, we hashed it out. Boom. Yep. I can give you plugins, man. I can give you a whole, you know, it's like leaving a class, graduating, and getting the tools you need to go do it right after you graduate. You know, everything you can go do it now. You know, so all of that, man, it's done really professional, man. I don't think I ever went over that with you guys before, ever. You know, I just kind of left it up here for you guys to go see for yourselves. But everything is done very, very professional, man. You know, and we keep track of everything, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works with my sessions, man. Just in case you guys that didn't know about this or have not ever seen it, went look at it. I know you've heard about it on my videos, my YouTube videos and all of that, but that's just for you guys that have not even taken a look at it yet. Kind of get an idea of what happens there. So if you ever want to fool with that, if you ever want to do anything with it, then by all means do your thing. Universal Peace, check out Universal Soul Network. What's the name of that mouse you use? Oh, this right here. Let me switch. This mouse it's called the Kensington trackball mouse. You know, it's the mouse that pretty much you'll see on every mixing engineer's desk. You know, as mixing it, not producers, but as mixing engineers. Trust me, man, that mouse to move around, your hands get, you know, so it's easier to have a trackball, you know, to just move around and scroll. Your hands don't get cramped, you know, when you're mixing projects all day long and in the studio late nights. You know, the last thing you want to be doing is cramping your hand on some little mouse moving it around. You don't want that. So it's nice to have a ball that you can just move around. It keeps your hand loose, keeps it nice and good. You're not cramping. You know, so it's called a Kensington trackball mouse. Just go look up trackball mouse. You know, you're gonna see a bunch of them. Kensington is just one of the companies that sell it, but this is what you'll see it on pretty much every mixing engineer's desk. You know, nobody likes to be no top mixing engineer wants to be messing around with no little mouse thing that you got your hand on that thing cramped, and you're trying to make these intricate movements with automation and all that. And the more intricate your movements are, that's the harder you're holding the mouse. Your hands start to cramp a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to do that for no 3 hours mixing people tracks. Somebody said somebody if my packs will be on the laptop, man. I don't know. I haven't even decided if I'm gonna do that, man. If I'm gonna give you guys a laptop, man. If both of these kits will be on a laptop, man. Studio Gangster said, yeah, he made that mistake with the time zone when he booked this session. Yeah, a lot of people do, man. They just kind of don't read the fine print and all of that, man. They just kind of so excited about the sessions and booking it and getting on and doing something that, as soon as they get a slot and everything is all good, they just get so excited that they don't really go read what's up, man. The more you read, that's the better you will be prepared for your session. That's the more, and that's the key to it. That's the key to getting the most out of your session, being really prepared for it. Set all your stuff up. Make sure you got a good laptop with a good camera. Make sure you get some good headphones to where you can hear everything. Make sure, set it up. That way you can get the best out of your session. You're not spending 30 minutes wondering why your microphone not working. You know what I'm saying? You're not spending another 10 minutes trying to get your camera to focus or whatever, all of that stuff, man. Get everything. And it tells you all of that. Once you book this, you get a return, you get an instant response. It's an automatic response that you get that tells you thank you. It has all of your booking stuff so you can go, so you can be reminded of it, and it has some specific instructions for you after that. That's what you get in the response email. Some specific instructions on on Skype, how to install it, what to do with it, how to set it up for your session, all of that, man. It's just real simple. It's not, but I put that there for that specific purpose. For everybody that kind of gets excited and they kind of forget to read, at least you'll have it in that email as well. It'll be there, if you forgot to read it on the site. So all of that is there, man. So yeah, a lot of people kind of they get so excited about, ready to get it going and ready to do it, that they just kind of skip over stuff that they need to read. Next thing you know, they showing up and don't know, oh man, I had to do that, or I had to do this, or they showing up late, or they didn't know that it was on Eastern Standard Time. They showing up 2 hours late for they said, and wondering why my session not here? Why does I was online at the time, bro. You wouldn't, So y'all be conscious of all of that. If y'all ever decide to deal with the sessions, just read. Like I went through it. It's not a lot of information, but just read it, and it'll tell you everything you need to know on how to make sure you are on time, on point. You got everything ready to go. We jump into your session, we get going, man. We get you up and running. So there you guys go, man. That does it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys so much. All of our new followers, man. Make sure y'all welcome them to the squad, man. DJ Do Work 34, Ravato 32, Ravato 22, KB Savage, yeah, all of those, man. Y'all make sure y'all welcome them to the Twitch fam, man. Thank y'all for subscribing, and we hope to see y'all Saturday for the sample flip contest, man. Again, like I said, it's not written in stone, but I'm pushing for Saturday, man. Chances is it's gonna happen. I'm pushing for Saturday, but if it doesn't happen, we still gonna have a stream. I'm gonna still get online, and I'm gonna just cook up, man. We're gonna have a cook up night. Let me just cook up, and we're gonna wild out and talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? So either way, something is going down. But y'all gonna know very, very shortly on what it is. You know what I'm saying? So just keep your ear to the website. Make sure you subscribe to the website with your email address. Make sure you follow my Instagram as well. And I do post it on YouTube as well. So y'all go to the community tab on YouTube. It'll be there as well. Y'all can see what's going on in the community. All right. And it'll also be in the Discord. I put it in the Discord as well. If you go to the Discord, you can go up to where it says coming events, and that will always have anything that's coming in the Discord. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I'm gonna close out the stream, man. Thanks so much. You guys are the truth. I hope you guys got something from this. I hope you guys got something from this arrangement video. I will be coming with a mixing one like this as well. We're gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be mixing. I'm gonna show you guys start to finish how I do what I do when I mix a beat. I did one like that before, but unfortunately it expired on Twitch, and the time I did it wasn't on YouTube. So hopefully I can get this one done for YouTube. That way it stays up there and you guys can go look at it whenever you want. So I'm going to be doing that as well for you coming up. So make sure you guys tune in and just keep your ear to the ground for everything, man. All right. I love you guys. Y'all stay safe. Be cool. Make sure you guys spread the love, man. Kill the hate. Spread the love. And make sure y'all always, 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 always keep making beats. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next stream. Y'all take care and be safe.
Turn this up loud, yeah, let it bump. Bass hitting hard from the back to the front. Chunk of deuce out the sunroof for the haters. Now they can't fade us. I'm like a skyscraper. I'm sitting tall, king of the hill. I'm on the cell phone taking all major deals. I can't stop now cause the game too strong. Been in it so long, gotta get it before it's gone. So now I'm coming home and the hood coming with me. Bringing all the diamonds worth about $150. Clean as a whistle, yeah, the kid's so spiffy. Banging out your speakers so I'm knowing that you hear me.